Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. It's on Monday night, so you know what that means. That means WWE Raw coming off WrestlePalooza. We got lots to talk about, lots to get into, and a lot to unpackage. A lot of rumors, lots of stories, and lots to get into. Make sure you blow up that chat, like, share, subscribe, and welcome back to the Wrestling for Life Network as we strap in, strap on, grab our snacks, grab our feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream as we bring you all the reaction to all the action here tonight. Gonna be a fun one. We got lots to talk about, lots to get into. WrestlePalooza, All Out, and so much more. But me and that pretty face got you for the next couple hours. And yes, we're early. We're gonna be early next Monday. Get used to it. Click that little bell so you don't miss a minute of our action or our reaction or both. But if you don't know who we are, I am Mr. Every Night, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I am Big Nick, and yes, the weekend wrestling might have been a C, but we're always an A+ over here.
I like it. I like it. A lot of talk, a lot of talk. Apparently, even ESPN might not have loved WrestlePalooza so much. So we will dive into that. I see that chat filling up already. I hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, safe. You're feeling good. You're ready to go. And again, be a friend. Take this link. Share it with all your people. We will say hello to the chat as we are the pre-show right now prior to kicking off Raw. But, Nick, is that where we start? WrestlePalooza, All Out. Who won the weekend? Who feels better about it? Where do we go?
We can start there. I wasn't sure if you were going to go with the ESPN talk and everything because that's been the story of the day. But if we want to start with who won the weekend, I don't think anybody did. I think it's an out and outright draw to me almost.
Is it a draw?
They're both, I know when I said it in the C-grade, and we'll talk about with the ESPN thing and everything, but they're both in that range of if you want to give All Out a 6.5, I can give WrestlePalooza a 7. I still think it might have had, WrestlePalooza to me might have had just the edge of it's a shorter card. It didn't have enough bad to weigh it down, I'd say. So I'll go that route with it. But like WrestlePalooza or All Out's main event, I rewatched that earlier. To me, was a really great match. What to me was match of that show. I'll say that for sure.
Maybe. I'm still torn, but it was a really good match. People acting like it's one of the best matches that AEW ever had. Wrong. That's not true. People acting like this was a star-making moment for Fletcher, and that's not going to be true. Again, it was a good match. WrestlePalooza, it was good, not great. And it felt very just go through the motions, start to finish, but nothing was bad. Nothing like sucked. That's
why I think they're both in that C average.
Well,
grade.
There was the problem with All Out is there was a lot of things on All Out that outright sucked. The coffin match was one of the worst matches of the entire year. Rio versus Mercedes, one of the worst matches of the entire year. Like it was so bad. Then you throw in a bunch of matches that don't mean anything. There were 4 or 5 good matches. Let's say that Fletcher and Hangman were above good. It was a great match, but at the end of the day, I just feel like there was so much bad on All Out. It really hurt. Like Tony Khan hurts AEW.
Well, that's why I think out of the two shows, no matter what, it does get the lesser grade out of the two. I just don't think it's like one's not a B or an A and the other's like a D or a low C or anything. I think they're a lot closer. And I will say something and timestamp this as we're at 6:37 Eastern time. We're at 4:33 right now in the stream. Eddie Kingston had the worst match on All Out.
Yeah, you throw in Eddie and Bill. And
I rewatched that, but I rewatched that and we missed the finish, or I missed the finish live.
Yeah, you did.
And I rewatched that finish, and that was one of the worst shit I've seen. And Tony Schiavone even pointed out how it was a miss, and then they sold it the wrong way, and it just, Monet and Rio was better than Eddie. The casket match was better than Eddie. I don't think they were as bad. Yeah.
That's a good point, though. But that's my argument, is that there was so much bad shit on All Out. Let's say WrestlePalooza is a C. It did okay. It was average. That doesn't mean automatically All Out is the better of the show of the weekend. Not that you're saying that, but I know some people like, look, they're a C, so we win. And it's like, no. You still didn't eclipse it. If anything, it was a little bit on par, but even then, we were so out of energy. So, like, can we just end this show? By the time we got to the main event of All Out, we were done. We didn't care who won.
Yeah, I don't need there's normally like 4-course, 5-course, 7-course, maybe an 8-course if you're at a high end place and everything for meals and everything. You don't have like a 14, 15-course meal, because by the time you get past just the appetizer round, you're already halfway full and you need to go puke in the bathroom to make food.
Well, and the question becomes, if 5 of those courses are awful, was it a good meal?
But if like 3 of them are really great,
that's the catch, right? Like, so you get like a couple phenomenal meals, knock your socks off type meals, and then you get a couple so, and then you get 4 or 5 horrible ones. You got to understand, like, was it still a good meal? Like, that's the tricky part with Tony Khan's booking. If he goes 9 matches strong and doesn't overdo it and doesn't throw on a bunch of Eddie Bill, we set up in the pre-show, not a pay-per-view match. Rio Sasha, not a pre-show match. Moxley Darby should be a pay-per-view match, but it literally sucked so bad. It was boring. It was contrived. It didn't do anything. It was just, I felt like the whole night was do spot wait. And that's what the crowd seemed to be doing, is waiting for the next spot.
Well, and I rewatched a good chunk of All Out, to earlier today, not on my birthday. Respectfully, I didn't, want to deal with that on my birthday. I walked away from wrestling, but I watched a good chunk of All Out back today, and even rewatched the casket match with the missus and everything. She pointed out she hasn't seen a Moxley match where he doesn't bleed. That ties into the paper mache forehead. And again, she noticed the drop blade spot and stuff like that, and how it was like you bring people out to send them away to have someone else come out. To me, what I noticed watching everything back, the commentary was atrocious. The commentary took so much away from everything. Terrible. Callis and Daniel Bryan should be their 2-man booth. Excalibur, we've already said, serves no purpose outside of just being a mouthpiece. Taz got really bad, especially in the main event.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, that becomes the dilemma. The good news is there was a lot of wrestling, and actually, I wonder if if that is part of the problem. Like, we are now 3 weeks away from Crown Jewel. We got No Mercy this Saturday. If you're trying to follow all the content, it is a lot. Like, I could see where fans get disinterested. And is it a problem for Triple H that, WrestlePalooza wasn't a show last year? Now you throw this in and you give us an okay show. Now we go to Crown Jewel. Is that going to be a better show, or is that going to be another okay show? Because you're doing all these shows, but you want to save your good stuff for Survivor Series. So now the shows aren't feeling special. They're almost feeling like, oh, there's another one.
Yeah, well, that's been the issue of even just trying to watch and find the content and all of that. That's why we've always had that discussion. We had it on the pre-show. I think the biggest damning thing, and the biggest, I don't want to say it's fully damning because I actually agree with the point in the article and everything, but the ESPN coming out and saying that WrestlePalooza was average, that's something that, whether it's right or wrong, accurate or not, gives AEW's hardcore fan base, gives nothing but ammunition.
Yeah, I mean, this is a guy that, again, very AEW friendly, out there chitter-chattering with Ricochet. Again, not saying that his opinion was wrong. It wasn't that far off. But I do think when you're saying on one breath of, like, the artistry of this match on this show, and then everything else was pretty lackluster on that show, I might be a little cautious, because this guy definitely, I didn't really know of him until today.
Well, and fair enough. And I don't see, to me, when I read it, I didn't see anything wrong with it. And to me, I actually respected it because I'll even when we watch like a Dynamite or whatever, I'll still and check the results because Bleacher Report, who's owned by Time Warner, hey, it's the same kind of tie-in. Whenever they give their ratings and grades per segment and everything like that, even if we know it is a weak sauce, they will admit it's a weak sauce. Dynamite, AEW will. Bleacher Report will still give it at like a B plus. They will still have something glowing to say about it and everything. I don't think and I have to pull up the head of this because I do have the article pulled up because I want to give the man credit of what Andreas Hale said.
Yeah.
And his last quote on it is the one that everyone is using. So WWE WrestlePalooza Final Grade C. The excellent Vakor versus Sky match saved this show. What?
What are you doing? Are you going to read the whole article?
I was reading the final quote. I'm reading
the final quote. Okay. Shoot.
Yes, no. No, I'm not reading the whole article. I wanted to give the man's credit, so I had to find his name. I'm reading the final quote. The excellent Vakor versus Sky match saved this show from being truly average. It was a phenomenal display inside the squared circle. Everything else was either underwhelming, parentheses, the short Rhodes McIntyre match, that main event was not good, or a setup for a future match, Lesnar dominating Cena. For a card that promised to have epic moments, it fell a little short of expectations.
That's valid. I mean, again, it's not that far off. I don't know why there is such a groundswell or an issue with Brock beating John. Like, people acted like there was no way that John could lose, but we all kind of thought it was a 50-50 shot with that one.
Because that's the thing is I don't get the backlash. Like, again, that's why I think WrestlePalooza gets the higher of the two grades, because even Usos Breaker or Bronze wasn't a bad match, even though Jay gigged himself the Moxley way. Lesnar versus Cena, I kind of expected it to go potentially that way. Does that now set up to where Lesnar, John, I know I thought it was Crown Jewel, but is that their final match? Is that John's last match? I meant, sorry.
Well, I had suggested it could be Crown Jewel and John's final match, that they go 3 out the gate, and Brock is the last guy that John Cena deals with. I don't know if I'm right, but I mean, again, we thought there was a possibility that this was more than a one-off, and Brock is still fucking Brock. Like, Brock beating someone clean, doesn't matter who it is. It's a possibility.
Oh, absolutely. Again, I said it when we were live on stream and everything. Shoot or work, the finish is the same. Brock Lesnar decides how he wants to win. If Brock Lesnar, even if John was supposed to win, Brock could decide he wants to win. But does that set up to be John's final match? Do you use these last little dates to set up John having a story?
Yeah. I mean, again, it's his biggest nemesis, so it's highly possible, Nick. Like, and you and I have talked about it. I really thought it's a possibility. So I was a little surprised with the internet fans kind of, foo-foo, and I can't believe Cena lost. But I mean, I think right now, we've talked about the fact that Tony's in a position that if Tony can string together some good shit, they might win some interest. Hunter, you can't just rest on your on what you've done in the past. If the company is going to demand or ask their fan base for all this attention, all this money, the booking has to be a little more exciting. Like, and we've had a lot of exciting moments, and we've talked about this a lot on this channel, and I've defended the WWE of like they've done some big shit, but we are getting to that point here in September of like even tonight, like okay, we might get a main event of a 6-man tag.
They waited until like an hour before the shower so to start really advertising anything.
Yeah. Well, go ahead.
Last thing I was going to say, and then we can say hi to the people and everything. Saturday should be a wake-up call for different ways for both companies. For Tony, like you said, it should be one of those of, hey, I got some momentum. Let me try and see how I can capitalize on this the most. If I'm WWE, I can't rest on my laurels anymore.
100%. And I mean, all my advice to Tony Khan is get rid of the matches that don't matter. Don't put Garrison on your pay-per-view, even if it is the pre-show. We don't see him. We don't connect with him. So it's a part of the product we're consuming. Go 9 matches. If you want to do one strong, like one, let's get everyone jazzed pre-show match, 20 minutes before the start of the main show, do it. But 4 multi-people matches that just suck. That woman's street fight was awful. Awful. The cookout, the tailgate party. Awful.
The cookout.
Right? So, again, that's my advice to him. You had it. Do 9 matches. Then at least if we can debate on 1 or 2 matches weren't great. If the coffin match is 1 bad match out of 9, not a bad night. But you got to stop overdoing it. And I think Hunter needs to stop underdoing it. Put it that way.
Well, that 100%. That's why, like I said, I like the ESPN article because it's holding WWE accountable. They said they were going to have surprises and they were going to show up and show out. And then they just showed up.
Yeah. And my only challenge there, Nick, is hold the same energy for both companies like we do. Hold the same level of criticism for both companies. And if you do that, great. And I think it would be awesome if you're on an ESPN platform and an ESPN writer is willing to call you out of that wasn't that good. I'm good with it. But then don't turn around and let the other company get away with garbage. You gotta be better than that.
I don't know the man's Twitter history, so I can't speak on that. But we got the chat history. We can speak on that.
Yeah, we got about 10 minutes before the start of the show, folks. We roll on here. And as always, welcome back. Make sure you get in that chat. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Like, share, subscribe. Be a part of the family. Be a part of the fun. Shout out to Bradley, our new prediction champion. Congratulations to Bradley. And then the top 3 from last night or Saturday night, Mega, Ashley, and Spaz. So shout out to them. But Zach, as always, first one in the chat with what day of the day is it? And it's Ice Cream Cone Day. Why would Ice Cream Cone Day be in September?
Because I love me an ice cream cone. I respectfully, this might be a weird thing, and I'll admit this publicly, just like I admitted I didn't like Eddie's match. I will eat just ice cream cones, period. I will eat them.
Just the cones.
Literally, I'm a wafer guy, so I will 100% just do that. I mean, think about it. I got a container of cannoli chips waiting for me when we got off stream here. So yeah, it's the same shit.
That's one of the most Italian things you've ever said.
Exactly, Parmesan.
Almost the most. Tony B gonna show up tomorrow now because of you. What's up, Biff? Welcome. We don't like the toxic fans either. That's why we're the WFU. So you've come to the right place, and I guarantee you, the wrestling might suck. We never do, and we're happy to have you, Eric. Welcome back. Quite a weekend for married couples in wrestling. Fair enough. Yeah, okay. All the couples having a good times.
No, I don't think Beth and Copeland are having great times after Beth got taken out and everything. So
yeah, I forgot about that shit. And I mean, Seth and Becky weren't too happy, but WFU Wrestling for Life fam, Sean, it's always a pleasure to see you. Appreciate you shouting us out on X as well all the time. So thank you for being here. Thank you for that. Izik's back with us. Miguel, I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys. It's a good place to hang out, eh, Nick?
Just a wee bit. I mean, we've been doing it for almost 3 years, and we're starting to be kind of the cheers out here.
Hey, Norm! Mega, welcome back, sir. Jason, good to see you as always. National Brown Butter Day. Hey. Looking forward to Bailey versus Roxanne Perez. So one of the matches announced tonight is Bailey, Roxanne Perez. So we don't know where Bailey's at right now.
Well, it's going to be interesting seeing the first time of Bailey in action. She came out last week and she's hugging everybody and she's this and she's that. And then she gets backstage and she's tearing everything apart. She's tearing into Lyra, who can't figure out how to make a face. And you even pointed out her attire, the black and white of the two-face, the dichotomy there.
Yeah, playing it up that, Jekyll and Hyde, definitely the vibe here, or Jane and Jickle. I don't know what the fuck you call her. Jane and Jingle. But congratulations to Hardcore Country, Mickey James, who we love on this channel, going to the TNA Hall of Fame.
Right. Is this where I think that it's someone else to keep up with the Wing of the Ring joke and everything?
Right.
Yeah, no, 100%. And is Mickey kind of done in ring?
For the most part, it seems like I don't think you can ever rule it out because I don't believe there's anything physically stopping her other than the overall wear and tear and age and that kind of thing.
Right.
Could we ever see her back again to do something? For sure. But she seems very content, doing the music stuff, doing other things, and letting hubby get the TV time.
Well, would you want her even just as a backstage creative? I know she does the
Maybe.
LFG, so would you want to have her like how Tony, TNA should be trying to get back Gail Kim? You should want, somebody like that who knows the women's division, knows women's wrestling, involved in your creative.
Right. I mean, again, she'd be a valuable asset to any regard. So we will see. I mean, people never really seem to leave the wrestling business until they fully leave the wrestling business. $10 super chat from Spaz, All Out Live Thoughts. Spaz was there live, folks. Small handful of things I cared about delivered. They piped in cheers, which both feds do, but I was right by a speaker, and the cheer track skipped a lot. Also smelly. Did you hear this? That
he sent me the same Twitter report and everything. Well, and he also, I don't know if that's real or not.
Just stupid.
That's Reddit, so I take that with a grain of salt. It's much like things on Twitter, but I know he did mention me and talk to me about we weren't alone. We weren't losing our minds with everything initially, because even when I watched it back, of everything initially looking on a grayscale.
Yeah.
They had those weird production issues. And then even too, like with the fire extinguisher of, hey, I'm going to set this guy on fire. Let me instantly right there with a fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
Like, hold on here. We're not selling any moments. We're setting everything odd.
Moxie's like, yo, I'm so badass. You can set me on fire, but do it for no more than 2 seconds. I have sensitive skin, and I don't want to really do the stunt. What? Like, if you're going to do it, commit, bro. Set his fucking pants on fire, wear the protective shit under, slap him with some goo that we put on Jack Perry, and do the stunt. And then, give it a couple seconds, blow him down, pause. But, like, it's like the exploding ring. If we're going to get is sparklers, it's stupid. Don't do it. And that's what that spot was. It was stupid. Why'd you do it?
This is the same guy in Darby Allin that came out with a flamethrower standing next to Tony Khan and all of that. But now all of a sudden, we've got to instantly, if you're a fucking teenager, and I know this because I've done it and almost set my parents' garage on fire, of doing the spray paint with a lighter and everything like that. Don't try that at home, kids. This isn't Jackass. That looked like an episode of Jackass, though.
It looked silly. It looked, it's the lack of seriousness in that regard. And I think when you do watch the two companies, you see the big difference. But I think AEW needs to lean into their differences and not be, we don't want to be like them. We want to be grungy and shit, but you got to do it right. Like, it's not good. But Mega 699 super chat. Where are your tag team belts, guys? I want to see them. Let's go.
That's got to be built up to a thing. Like, that's got to be a subscriber goal or something like that, to where we actually, because that's the thing, is we'd go all out. We'd go, especially we'd have to you and I would have to agree on what they look like, unless we each get individual tag stream championship belts. But we have to make sure and get there and make sure, get a guy like Boston to, give us the inside track and everything to get a good guy to do it. But so that's got to be like a subscriber goal.
I'm going to be hard pressed to find a belt that you don't hate.
Well, I mean, just put a giant W in it and just call it the wrestling, and we're good.
Funny. What's up, Paul? What's up, Christian Power? How you doing? Let's go. Final chapter, John Cena and WrestlePalooza. What's next for the Beast? I don't think the Beast is done with John. I think they're going to try and make something of it. We'll find out, though.
Crown Jewel, we thought. So it'd be surprising if if their trajectory's past that. Because,
real quick.
Go ahead.
Sorry, real quick, though, and this kind of ties into my thought process. Cody Rhodes is opening Raw tonight, confirmed. So Cody Rhodes is opening Raw. He don't work there, technically. So that is opening the show tonight. Shall be interesting who or if anybody has something to say to Cody. Now, Cody is fighting Seth at Crown Jewel.
That's exactly where it's going to go. Tale as old as time. If they're setting that up now and we're on quick time to Crown Jewel. So I am a visionary. I am a revolutionary. That's where we're going. I was going to mention with the Brock John thing, why I think it's not going to stand the test of time is because John walked off under his own power. John didn't get helped out. John didn't get stretchered out. It didn't look like Brock fully decimated John, of like Superman still lived after his meeting with Doomsday.
Yeah.
So it's not setting up long term. I feel like if you're going to do that, that's a quick turnaround.
Yeah, perhaps, right? Like he's still walking, still breathing. He
Mhm.
lost the battle, but the war might still be afoot. So we'll figure that out. Timmy, welcome back. Paul, we got about 2 minutes to go, folks. Dennis is with us. Wesley, good to see you. Caitlin, let's go. Let's go. How you doing? Bash. Boston's back with us. I'm sure Bash is too. What's up, Mega? Let's go. Kyle, how you doing, buddy? Tired as fuck. Yeah, no shit. I feel like we have not stopped.
Well, she was also letting us know she's out there from Overtime House. So she's out there still on the job, grinding out here, watching us. So, yeah.
Sorry, I missed that. Oh, there you go. Overtime out. Let's go.
Yeah.
Love it. I think TK's big announcement will be Women's Tag Team Championships. Yes. Yes. I yes. A lot of people think it is. So
I don't know with that one, but I know we've got very much somebody who will be returning on Wednesday. I feel I got a strong intuition.
yeah, you mentioned this to me. I had no inclination that this was going to happen, but you can tell people what you think.
It's because of the Briscoe segment, so it seemed very much that Orange Cassidy is going to be back to where they're going. They had the whole conglomeration segment backstage to where Briscoe was still spitting out thumbtacks and challenged Callis to a 6-man tag match. So we're going to get Hechichero, Okada, and Takeshita versus Mark Briscoe, Hologram, and a partner to be named. And Kyle Fletcher during the whole segment was on the phone, and Briscoe at the end had to check with him.
Yeah, remember
talking
talking
and he
about
said, he said it's okay or whatever. If it's,
yeah.
And they all started to go towards the thumbs
and they
up.
all gave the thumbs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's funny because I completely recall the thumbs coming up and being like, okay, all right, we'll see how that goes. Bradley, the giver of gifts, giving out another membership. Thank you, sir. Eric, welcome back. Mega got you. Kyle got you. OG Dale, yeah, ESPN. Which I mean, I'd rather have ESPN give it C's than be Meltzer and just give it all A's no matter what.
Yeah, because that's the thing is if they sat there and said, "Oh, it's an A+," well, honestly, we'd be holding ESPN's foot to the fire of what the hell are you doing, or why are you just glazing?
Yeah, maybe that was part of his thought process of I have to come out straight with this because if I give this an A, the fans are
they're gonna know. They're gonna know.
Yeah, but we are getting the Netflix logo on my end, Nick.
I got then, and we got a new then.
Hey, we got a new then.
Yeah, we got a whole new video.
Oh, now, and it's all like attitude-y. Now, let's go.
Whoa.
This is different, folks. I get so pumped about stupid shit.
Like, Forever. I had Forever Blink. No, it's great. Did you get Forever?
I have the Big W.
Oh, well, I waited on Forever.
Sorry, I was caught up in bragging about the graphics.
Well, now you got to wait on
the WrestlePalooza logo.
I got the Big W together.
Okay. I got the Usos.
I got WrestlePalooza. I got Pyros. I got Hunter. Yeah, so now I got the Usos. Halliburton, Stephen A. So they're hyping up of how much WrestlePalooza was on ESPN.
Yeah, you just need to hiccup and we're even.
Bap, bap.
AC for WrestlePalooza by ESPN. Ouch. I see. I got you. Both shows were meh, weren't bad, but wasn't good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that becomes the dilemma. It's like we were here live for 9.5 hours. We want to be fucking entertained. And there was entertaining stuff in there. But I feel like the peaks and valleys were too far apart and not high or low enough.
Ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low.
MDB, welcome back. Knee Pad Patrol on the loose tonight. Good to see ya. Women's World Champion Vakura finally became world champion. It was a great show. It's good reason.
That's well, according to ESPN, that's the one saving grace of that show.
And it was a good match. I didn't think it was the one saving grace, but Io and Steph were great. I mean, we see a lot of women's wrestling and the level that they're competing at with the names like Stephanie and Julia and even Io, Asuka. The list is so long, and it's all high quality wrestling.
I know it might not be within a full calendar year, but has Stephanie Vakura had the greatest rookie year in WWE history?
In history, I don't know.
At least in recent memory.
In recent memory, maybe, yeah.
She's gone from being North American champion and NXT women's champion. Now she's women's champion.
Yeah.
She's fully like ran through the goddamn gamut here.
Right. What's up, Ronan? Yeah, you got a point. I mean, she's had a phenomenal year. I mean, we'd have to break it down as far as forever, as far as like some people have, picked up big wins and big moments and big pushes right out the gate.
Right. You can, if we move past the all-time argument.
Yeah, but no, she's been phenomenal.
Recent memory.
Yeah. And she deserves it. She's a star. She's got an amazing personality. She has a natural charisma, and she can wrestle her fucking ass off.
Right.
Anthony, good to see you. Ronan, good to see you. Bradley, we got you. Carpenter, Dennis. Dun, dun, dun. Claude 2, welcome back. Claude 2 has arrived. Let's go. Mega Chris McCarty. Let's hope you don't get your fingers talking again too much tonight. Safid, good to see you. Caitlin, we got you. Hope you're well. Tanisha, welcome back as always. Ronan's got a long one. I'll get back to it. Kiwan, Chambers.
I have the Vision walking out. You got or walking
all the Vision now. For the first time, the entirety of the Vision is together.
And it finally seems a bit clear when you have all of the Vision together. It's clearly. Oh, Stephanie with pops.
I like it. Devon is in the house. Christian, we got you. Jose back with us. Good to see you, sir. Bradley, always congratulations again on your championship. Dill, Mega, Paul, Chris, Tommy, Safit. Almost there.
You're rolling through. I
Garrett,
got
Brandon. And yeah, folks, get in that chat. Elvis is with us.
Hunka Hunka Burner Love. Hey, Jordan Smith.
As in comes Bailey selling us on the match.
Rusev going at Dom already backstage with LA walking through. LA literally pretty much in his head saying, you can have that.
Right. Jordan wishing hello to people. We appreciate that. When we get new folks in that chat, welcome them in, folks.
Absolutely. Well, they just announced, or I just saw it announced, of Jey Uso versus LA Knight tonight.
Oh, did they announce that? Because the rumor was this was a 6-man, the Vision versus LA with the Uso.
They just showed, I believe, when LA was walking backstage of LA versus Jey Uso tonight.
Right. Breaking news. Tony Khan has outbooks Triple H. Do you really mean it, Frankie? Do you really mean it? Because we're going to need some evidence. We're going to need some evidence.
Let's all go to court now.
Yeah, I'm down. I think that'd be a good one.
Yeah, but we've got adrenaline.
Cody Rhodes.
In my soul. This has to be Cody. Like, who else interrupts him besides Seth? Brock?
I don't know. I don't do it. I mean, last time Brock and him were in the same place, they were friends. They shook on it. They had mutual respect.
But that's, I think, now with having that whole segment on the media scrum and everything with Seth and Cody, and now Cody, who doesn't even go here, showing up and kicking off the show, you get that back and forth to start it off.
Yeah. I mean, again, if you only got 3 weeks, October.
That's the crazy part of the thing. You mentioned about overdoing shit.
Right? Like this weekend, like I said, we got No Mercy. A couple weeks later, we have Crown Jewel. Then you go into Halloween Havoc, which is a Saturday. Remember when some of these NXT shows were on Tuesdays? They were just special Tuesdays. Well, the dub have moved them to Saturdays to make them PLEs and to counter program. But I think maybe they might be counter programming to a detriment as we've watched this process play out.
That's very valid and very fair. Is it to fill into the Peacock deal? I don't know if that's officially done or anything, because the NXT PLEs are still on the Peacock. So that might be filling out that deal.
Yeah. Now they're advertising Seth versus Cody for the Crown Jewel ring in Perth. How do you feel that we're going back to champion versus champion like last year?
House show of, again, You're not going to beat the allegations of a C show when you're already setting up kind of a C show. Like it's going to be a good match, but there will not be implications to this.
No, they'll have a lot of things that on paper sound good, sound big, but then you get there and it's just doing the dance to do the dance. Like Cody Seth, again, marquee matchup, two of the biggest in the company, two champions, but they're going to go through the motions. I feel like nothing outstanding is going to happen.
It'll be a good match because Cody's got a 3-0 record on Seth. They've gone from the purple pack and everything through all of that. It'll be a great match, but nothing comes out of win, lose, or draw. Mm-hmm. Nothing means nothing afterwards.
Right. Chris saying during the media scrum, TK said he wanted to do bigger shows each week and do more large arena shows. Yeah, I want to dunk, but it's just not a thing that's going to happen. So, like, that's the thing about Tony is he wants to do those shows, but he's got to put a show together that sells enough tickets to do those shows.
You have to work to achieve your dreams, folks. You can't just say them and hope that they happen.
Right? An audience, I mean, I guess he could.
Oh, are we going to have the ring? So he's bringing up the crown jewel ring.
Yeah.
Saudi ring in Australia. Does the ring transfer, principalities and everything of we're moving it away from Saudi Arabia?
Right.
Does it still retain relevance?
Right. It's funny. Oh, he's all fired up. Cody's fired up coming off his big win on Saturday.
His average win.
It wasn't a great match. I was a little disappointed because we thought that match could really do some cool shit. Here comes Seth.
As is seen is foretold. And is that a bigger indictment too on WrestlePalooza of its main event? It definitely had the weaker main event compared to All Out. I'll say that for sure.
Yeah, I think I said that on Saturday. The one thing I believe that All Out won was main event versus main event.
Right.
I don't think overall this All Out was better than WrestlePalooza. I just don't. Even if WrestlePalooza was a lackluster in a lot of spots, ultimately it had the better main event.
Right. Yeah, kicking out a 2 shout. But yeah, this is what it'll be. A night of dusty finishes. Nobody wins.
Yeah, but I mean, last year that didn't happen, right? Cody beat Gunther last year.
But what did it lead to afterwards?
It's not supposed to lead to anything. You get your crown. Like crown jewel is not supposed to lead into anything. That's why it's champ versus champ.
Then that's a waste of a show.
It's a marquee show. I mean, again,
it's a glorified house show.
Fair enough. I don't dispute that in any way, shape, or form. Right? That's why you set up things like champ versus champ. But hey, there's no like there's going to be a Cody Seth feud coming out of Crown Jewel. That's not the case. They're just doing this for
understood, but then that's why again it was if you change the 3 letters, it still wouldn't pass the smellness test out here of doing champion versus champion at a big PLA just to do champion versus champion just to get rocks off. It would feel that glorified house show feel of it. I would rather take the time to build to a story, to build to something. To have a feud, to have Cody has a feud going into Crown Jewel and Seth has a separate feud going into Crown Jewel instead of doing champ.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would be most people's preference. Now, Crown Jewel set up even in the past, it's always been kind of, like you said, like a house show vibe. Like it is something like that's where you brought in Logan Paul to face Roman with no build. Like it's based on what sounds good. Like the winner of this is going to get a ring. The women's winner is going to get a ring. They're going to argue for 3 weeks. And they did it last year with Gunther. It literally, we focus on this for a couple of weeks and then we go back to regular programming as scheduled. So again, it's not ideal. And in a land of a ton of fucking pay-per-views, just coming off of WrestlePalooza, again, another kind of mailed in, it looked good on paper, PLE might not be their best choice.
Right. Well, Bernard's making sure we see the big picture. Bro, how do you guys not see the War Games build with Cody and Seth?
Okay, that's a valid argument. So if they use Crown Jewel to build War Games, it nullifies that house show argument. They're legitimately building.
I'll give you that. I will concede that point to the floor.
Yeah, no, that hasn't happened in the past, but there is a pathway here. What you're talking about. Now, I do believe they're trying to like the LA and the Usos and trying to build that up. Is that it? Like, is it them, Cody Roman? I don't know. I mean, we got till the end of October to kind of dial in for, but we have other things in the way. So we'll see
But
how everything.
is Seth defending the world title versus CM Punk at Survivor Series instead of being in a War Games? That's a question.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good.
Do you end the Seth Punk feud where it started, essentially?
You could. I mean, that's a very valid question. Like right now, we're just presuming or guessing that there could be some involvement, but Seth might not be involved in War Games at all. MFT could be the guys that are in War Games. We don't know.
Please don't. Then War Games has stepped off a cliff, and also, well, that faction stepped off a cliff. We'll get to it in a commercial.
Give them time; they're fine.
But I could see where you got the vision in a whole thing. When you have a team, it's like how when you expect the Death Riders to be in a Blood and Guts and Anarchy in the Arena because they're the only team.
Yeah, fair enough. Klaatu saying coffee or tea, lots of coffee, coffee all day, every day, coffee.
This is why we work, because I'm a tea guy. I don't really do coffee. I don't go with tea guy. I don't.
Pinky out,
I don't do coffee.
No.
Green tea.
I've given up a lot of things in my life. Coffee is not one of them.
I don't hate coffee. I just can't ever get behind. Like I've never crave it or anything like that.
Oh, I love it. I can't start my day without it. Can't go through my morning without it. The button on Bronze's Reed's jacket is doing a lot of work. That's a big man. Those are strong buttons.
Right.
As we get a Punk chant. All Out was fun show, but it had 3 collision-worthy matches taking up space on the card. Does Seth bring back Brock? Well, that's it. Like, does Brock somehow, like, is it Cena and Brock is part of this? Like,
I've heard that rumor of that, or seen people do the fan art graphic of that, to where you get the Vision and Brock versus, Cody, the Usos, maybe you throw in a Roman and a John Cena.
Yeah, that's a possibility. I agree with Boston here. If you are going to do champ for champ, I think Seth has to win it.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you think that Seth's more over, or even if the chat thinks Seth's more over, because they sang his song for a hot minute. Cody comes out, they'll pop for the whoa, and then that's about it.
Right. This one's for you.
What does Nick have against house shows? They do far too few. I don't know. I shouldn't have to be expected to pay or have a premium live event for a fucking house show. How about that?
True. The Saturday main event as well, between Crown Jewel and Survivor Series. Yes. So mid-October, we got the next edition of Saturday Night Main Event coming your way. So yeah, I mean, again, you're having a lot of shows, and people. I think one thing that Hunter's done is like shown people you're going to get pay-per-views that don't have. And I'm sorry, I find a large part of the internet fan base. Mm-hmm. You could give them the best show they ever got, but there was no surprise return. Then people are, it wasn't that good of a show. Like, I find that's a big definitive factor on whether a show's good or bad.
That is a bit of the spoiled child factor, the Veruca Salt effect, I guess, as we've deemed it, to where, because we've gotten the big surprises of Brock shows up, of Dwayne shows up, and you fantasy book yourself into that scenario that you expect it to happen. Now, granted, with WrestlePalooza, they said it was going to happen, and it didn't. So that's on them. I will hold the fans accountable and everything if you fantasy book yourself into a situation that doesn't happen. But when they say it's going to happen and it don't, that's on them.
What did he say that was going to happen?
He said they were for sure going to have surprises.
Oh, but we did. I mean, again, it might not be what we wanted, or
Stephanie McMahon going into the Hall of Fame is the big surprise from WrestlePalooza.
That's their surprise. Brock beating John Cena was a big surprise. Like, they had their moments. And again, when you're dealing with marketing or you're dealing with a business, their definition of it's going to be a big night might be different than your definition.
All right. Jason, I'm a fan of Triple H. He's going to have to book more than 5 match main cards that ESPN has the media rights for. WWE 2.5 PLE is not going to work for ESPN. UFC has 6-hour PLEs on ESPN every month. I don't think that they're really holding him accountable on you need to book more matches. You need to have more runtime.
No, I don't think so either.
Not at all. Miguel, I'm out, guys. Not very, very welcome here. Take care of another one. Not sure why you're feeling unwelcome, Miguel, but I mean, you do you, boo-boo.
It's all right. Later, buddy.
Everybody says that crap. It's marketing.
Yeah. We got a big announcement on Wednesday.
People forget sacrifice himself so Cody can win the championship. That's a valid ass
Never
point.
Forget that. Oh.
Let's see. That's what he's pulling up, or he's pulling up the watch.
Right.
The watch you gave me for having your back.
Right. I guess KJ is the kind of guy that's happy when he doesn't get what he wants. I don't think that's an accurate assessment. I think the complaint would be more of I got stuff for Christmas, but I wanted more. And that becomes the question. I get it. WrestlePalooza lacked holy shit moments. It really did. Other than, like I said, the only things I could really offer anybody is what? Tag match,
well, it's not even that it lacked holy moments, because you don't need to have holy moments all the time, because that's what doesn't make them holy moments. It lacked having quality moments. That's the thing. There was nothing that separated it too drastically far from a Monday Night Raw, from a Friday Night SmackDown, that separated it into that PLE category.
Mm-hmm. No, sorry. They're getting into QB1 stuff.
Yeah.
This is good promo from Seth.
Well, Seth's been a good promo. He was kind of the promo guy in the Shield, and now that he's had to kind of become the guy and gone toe-to-toe with Punk and Co., etc., he's gotten really good on the mic.
Mm-hmm. I would agree. They need to change their show format. The long promos before Raw getting tiring. They got to mix it up. I mean, again, and sometimes they do, but it can't just be a 25-minute talking segment every opening.
You know, that's the kind of Raw format that everybody kind of holds them to task a bit of. It's kind of rinse, repeat. Like every Raw ends with like the Usos and the Vision in a segment, and kind of it's the same kind of ending every week.
To me, yes and no. There's a thin line with that, because I do believe you have to have consistency with your key stories, and your big names have to be in the main event picture. I mean, if you go back through all the time when it came main event time, the main eventers were the main eventers. You didn't throw in someone else just to mix it up. The people who paid money to see the big stars. However, if you don't find other creative ways to present that situation, it does get a little monotonous.
Yeah, well, it's all the same players. They may tweak the story-ish a little bit, or move it here, or move it there, or move it this, or move it that, but it's always kind of been the same players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, but it's always going to be the case. Like when it was the Bloodline, it was the Bloodline that people said that about. When it was Solo and his crew as they took over, people said it about them. Now it's the Vision, people are saying it about them. I think that's a part of the element of like the fans that are into just watching the show get frustrated because the bad guys keep fucking up their favorite guys every week. Can we get a change? No, the bad guys are going to keep doing what they want. So, I mean, again, like I said, there's a thin line.
Fair enough. I don't know if I glitched, you glitched. Probably. I'm right now looking at you, looking away, and you turned into a robot, but I'm trying to click on stuff and I can't click, so I think I'm glitched.
Yeah, I don't see any issue on this end.
Fair enough. That's fine. My whole stuff freeze. No,
you seem fine.
I have to take a pause for the cause here quickly, sir, and see if I can redo the stuff.
Okay. The Vision is no Bloodline, though. Vision is kind of boring. But people said that about the Bloodline. Now we're looking back at the Bloodline with rosy glasses. But at the time, people hated it. And they had nothing good to say about it. And I don't think the Vision's boring. I think they've been phenomenal, especially Braun and Braun. I think they've stood out. They've come to be something important. They matter. Yeah. So, I mean, the idea that they're boring, I mean, that's more about the booking than the people, because they've been outstanding. They've been super strong. Yeah. And I said this before, even when you have 4 good matches, it's not enough to talk about. You know what I mean? Like, you need more. Tony needs less. Triple H needs more. So Cody's just walking off. Paul and the Brawns are giving him a pathway. Paul's got a shit-eating grin on his face, and it feels like, did Seth get the better of this exchange early on? Melanin in my soul. Ouch. Triple H is terrible excuse for a writer. Yeah, Ralph, man, that's too blanket, too punching down. You have to give us some reasons. I mean, again, with all the bad, there's been plenty of good. I'm curious. You got to support that claim around here. Don't lie to him, Kevin. The bloodline was low-key boring until but that's tends. I find wrestling fans do that a lot. We look backwards in like in almost like with the bloodline when it was happening, people bellyached a lot. We were here live and we're listening to the belly aching. Now they look back and it's so fond, and we love the OTC, and those were the good old days. So as I got the Usos, money is literally a snooze fest for me. I don't care about boss Bronson Reed. He's doing nothing for me. Breaker is okay. Yeah, no, I would disagree with that. Now, you're fine to have that opinion. As far as I'm concerned, Braun and Bronson particularly have established themselves, and they're fun to watch. They have good matches. Both of them can kind of cut a promo. I think Braun might be a little bit better. But, yeah, I mean, they're top guys. I don't know what to tell you. Like, we're in. This match, Cody versus Seth, should be great. It should be. It should be. Now, here's the thing. You're going to Saudi. It's kind of got a glorified. No, you're going to Australia. It's going to be like a glorified house show kind of vibe like we talked about. So do they kind of give us a good match, not a great match, you know? And maybe that's one of the biggest differences that AEW has going for them is it doesn't matter if they're the first match, the last match, if it's a bad match, good match. A lot of the AEW talent go full steam ahead every time they're in the ring. We get these long 15, 20-minute matches, back and forth, false finishes, flips, dives, which isn't the best way to go about it. But maybe WWE is a little bit too much of the opposite, playing it safe, keeping it, we can't do all the things. Feels a little held back, a little, tamed. But right now, I do have the New Day coming out. So the New Day with Waller are going to take on Penta and the Vikings. Sounds like a band. Penta and the Vikings. Who wins? All right, folks. So polls going up. Get your votes in. Who you taking? Who you taking? Who you taking? As we get into the first bit of wrestling, 26 minutes into the show, we're going to get a commercial break now. So 30 minutes, the bulk of the beginning of the show's dedicated to Cody and Seth. How did you feel about the exchange? How did you feel about the promo? I thought Seth was talking a lot of facts. Cody was doing a lot of Cody, and ultimately not a bad promo, not a bad start to the show, I guess. Breaker is garbage at promos. Bronson's all right, but he's not as good as Braun. They don't fit with Seth Rollins. They fit fine with Seth Rollins. Who would you exchange them with? And again, Breaker can talk. He's kind of got that sporadic, all over the place, like his uncle talk at times. Bronson comes off a little too nicey nice when he talks. Maybe it's the accent. And them working with Seth, there's nothing wrong with them working with Seth. Team Penta for the win. Here comes Greasy Bottom Boys. Jokes. Penta versus War Raiders and for the win. Saddle Matto. Yeah, again, at least it's something, I guess. Putting Waller with the New Day is very color coordinated. Yeah, I don't quite get it. KJ loves your show always. Thank you. Boring start to Raw. There you go. That was exacerbated. Yeet. That segment was very bad. Okay. Seth versus Cody at Crown Jewel. Yes. So for those who don't know, and then it's going to be either, I don't know, Stephanie Vacour versus Tiffy at Crown Jewel. But where does Rhea fit into this? A lot of people are assuming Rhea. We're going to Australia. I don't know.
Speaking of fitting in, hopefully I'm okay now because of all of a sudden you randomly just turned into like Optimus Prime on my end. I was like, I don't know if it's me or you.
It's funny because you're just talking away and we're like, no, we're good. Like, hi, like, no, it's you. Like, and you're just like,
because I can't see any of that. Like everything. I had to restart everything.
Right, you're like Daryl Strawberry going down or not Daryl Strawberry, Ozzy.
Yeah,
you're like Ozzy going down the never-ending fucking black hole.
Yeah.
Hey, I think this leads to Phoenix. You mean New Day versus Penta and Phoenix? That would be fucking excellent.
Lucha Bros. I feel.
Could be, especially with Andrade fired.
Well, yeah, just kind of, it's funny how they say, again, why is it a report that they need to rework the creative decisions for Rey Fenix after Andrade's been released when it's one of those of like, well, yeah, they were a tag team, so I would assume that they'd have to rework the decisions.
A little bit. You got to come up with a new plan. Things have changed.
Just a wee bit.
All right, $10 from Spaz. I was there for All Out. Transit home, hung out with the nephew and niece. Threw on Palooza, shut down at 2:45 a.m. Also, the meaning of the colors in the Punk Becky AJ Seth match is real nice. Yeah, big shout out to them. We pointed out AJ's shoes during the show, but didn't realize that Becky and Seth were doing a shout out to mental health.
Yeah, no, I thought they looked like Wildberry Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I didn't make the connection. But 100% of that. It's always nice when you have the nice little hints at shit that devil's in the details.
Right. So right now we are getting a 2-day combo tickets on sale Wednesday. Mania Vegas 2.
Oh, I'm getting a replay of the last Monday. So let me know when you get the Mexican Destroyer.
Right. Oh no, super kick. 1 second. I backed up for you, so let me see what happens.
Well, yeah, no, fair enough.
Pause.
I'm holding on a Mexican Destroyer.
I think I got the roll Mexican Destroyer now.
Okay.
And then the 1, 2, 3.
There we go. Perfect. We're finally perfectly synced up.
We're good at this.
Yeah. It's like we've been doing this for a bit.
Dun, dun,
yeah,
dun.
With them taking out Penta specifically backstage last week, we even instantly were like, this is going to lead to the Lucha Bros, right? Now that Fenix is flying solo, you pull Penta into this, and you have now a pretty stacked tag division in WWE. If you've got the Usos, the Brawns, the Lucha Bros, the New Day, the Street Profits, the Fraxium, you've got Christ Almighty, the Wyatt Six, exactly. The Motor City Machine Guns. That's a stacked division across the board.
Yeah, I mean, it's been growing. It's again, we've wanted more from it, so it looks like there's potential. As here comes Penta, a guy who has outright become an undeniable star on this show. Again, having a great time, living his best life.
Oh, absolutely. He's out there, smooth operator.
Right.
I see Geekbox. It's like the War Raiders brought their weird friend from school along.
Right? There you go.
I don't know. I think Penta might be the cool kid that just brings the Viking badasses along.
Right. Yeah, he's the cool kid that went and got two of the guys that hang outside and have ripped darts all day to like help him fight.
Yeah, you got the two metalheads to come and help kick ass with him.
Raw is war.
Why is Kofi's chest flat as witches? He always has that weird, and I know it's a thing, but he has that like indented chest.
Inverted chest.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, so folks, let us know who you got for this match. 6-man, no disqualification. So I assume no legal tags, no legal man syndrome. But yeah.
I like Penta, and I'm glad he's being used, but a mid-card feud with the New Day ain't it. This is WWE's lack of main event heels problem on both. Yeah, I don't think they have a lack of anything. I don't agree with that at all. And again, the New Day are Hall of Famers. Having them and trying to get them to do something is also important here. Penta's doing just fine. He's right in the middle. He kind of slides in and out of shit. This is fine.
It feels like it's like once a month we have to kind of have this conversation. I know at times it depends on the person, but not everyone can be champion and be in the main event all the time.
And when you hear people say things like, why don't they use so-and-so? Then this is kind of what happens. It's like, oh, the New Day hasn't been booked very well. Okay, we're going to book the New Day. We're going to book them against somebody like the War Raiders or Penta because the fans like those guys. Oh, why are they here? You can't, I mean, we're kind of stuck in a pickle, folks.
You got to give someone a chance if you want them to be booked well, but at the same time,
oh yeah, this is Street Fight.
Yeah.
I was reminded by the kendo stick, which Joe pointed out, black kendo stick. Why do you do that? Is it bigger than the white kendo stick?
Moving along. I don't know what I can say to follow that up.
Oh, yeah.
Book the Blue Day versus Judgment trash.
Yeah, but Judgment.
Well, Anthony, if you're shitting on both teams
at the same
time, are you just wanting them to get booked together because you think they're both bad? So then when they do get booked together, then you can just bitch about that. Like it goes back to that whole argument of you can't build anyone up if you're going to put them against someone else, because then it becomes, well, why are you putting with them? Because they're above them. Well, no shit. That's how you build people up.
Oh,
Penta flipped over
that was
so
amazing.
hard he took out the LED board and he didn't even hit it.
What do you mean? No, Ivar crushed him against the board at the same time. That was amazing.
Oh, well, I missed the baseball slide. I just saw the man flying. I'm sorry, I missed the small cannonball.
Penta came up and over, and as he was coming down, Ivar took off under him, hit the cross body, and Penta came down on the New Day. I thought it was a great spot.
Well, when we do if I hit him high and you hit him low, we know who hits him low and who hits him high because I paid attention to high, you paid attention to low.
Right, let's go. The way they brought.
Hey, we got the Netflix timer back on commercials.
We do, and I got the ad marker too now. Add 2 of 6. That's probably bad. People are going to be counting.
I got 1 of 6, but I also had to refresh everything. So my counter might be broken.
Right. The way that they brought Penta in and treated him like he was one of the next guys. And see, this is where the fans get a weird disconnect. I never thought that. What do you mean the next guys, Boston? Again, they didn't bring him in. Like, I didn't expect Penta versus Cody. Penta was going to be a mid-card guy. Like, it wasn't like they've missold him. They were still selling him. He's one of the coolest guys on the show. He gets booked. Actually, I should have picked him for fantasy because he gets booked almost every Monday as of late. He picks up more wins than losses. And again, he's been involved in peripherally around the mid-card titles. Again, he will get his moment. But this idea that they made him look like they never could, like, yeah, it's cool that we signed him, but there was no like he's going after Seth. Like, that's not the role. We never
No,
thought
where
that.
I thought that the most they would have gone with Penta is like he takes the IC belt off of Dom, excuse me.
Or becomes a
They
tag
all
partner.
so in commercial break, they all have the giant hats and kendo sticks.
Well, we do have MJF on WWE programming for me, as Netflix keeps advertising Happy Gilmore 2.
Oh. I have all three men in the corner with giant funeral garb hats that Woods had before with kendo sticks.
There you go. Denise,
They jump down, so they jump off the top rope to then proceed to just start whacking away. So again, they even without going off of a top rope maneuver, they still managed to go off the top rope and do nothing.
Yeah. Wait, when? What?
Right now, I don't just seen it.
Seen what?
Them going off the top rope with the. Do you not see all of these three men now wearing all the giant hats now getting taken out by the trio?
No, it's weird. I'm getting Netflix commercials.
How am I on the Canadian Vippin feed and everything like that? And you're the one getting commercials, and I got the action.
That makes no sense. Because right now I'm in ads right now for shop.com.
Fair enough. I got them all hitting the Penta strut with the giant, Woods hats on.
Mm-hmm. The busted screen. I mean, Ivar's one guy that almost exclusively gets it, in my humble opinion, is we've used it. We have used it, but Ivar gets it. It's almost Ivar's.
Right. Are you back from action now?
Yeah.
Okay. So how did I end up with the better Canadian feed than the Canadian?
I don't know. I just got ads on Netflix. Pectus avactum. Is that like a fucking spell by Harry Potter where the muscles are connected?
And swish.
Yeah, right. The busted screen, yeah. But I don't feel like I'm like, this again. What I'm tired of is the timekeeper's spot. Why do we got to keep fucking up the timekeeper's area? Fuck up somewhere else.
It's the only spot to fuck up.
This is a lot of mid-card main eventers. This match? Yeah, I mean, what the fuck? I'm confused.
It's two tag teams and two mid-card guys. Did everyone else miss the memo?
It's the opening match of a fucking Raw.
Facts. It is. It is the opening match. As I got Woods putting Penta on a table as Kofi's going up top. Well, trying to go up top. Oh, well. Woods ruined that camera shot because he got right in the camera guy's way, and you heard the table break, and then you saw the aftermath. There, yeah. Thankfully, they went to the replay that showed it. Oh yeah, KJ, not sick of the TV spot. Just feels it's been a regular thing lately, more than usual.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, and I legit think they. Like, Ivar gets it almost every match. So, you're not wrong about that. Oh, shit.
Sorry, I don't care about Grace Waller. Do you care about Waller or Sans Theory?
I don't care with him, with Theory. In theory, out of theory, with neither. It was working for me. I don't know why he's really with the New Day. He hasn't really added much for my taste. But a big spot by Eric. Holy shit.
Carries both man, double choke slam in the middle.
Oh.
Waller dumps him out.
I mean, fun match.
On Brett's rope, the most dangerous rope of all ropes.
Right. Like, I know we don't have a lot of positive to say about maybe some of the people involved in this match, but it's been fun. Oh, misses the moonsault.
It's been a fun. What you would have like. I'm not trying to like completely damper any sort of criticism on this match or anything, but it has been a fun. It's a mid-card, tag team 6-man start off Monday Night Raw at if we would have started Monday Night Raw at the regular time, we still wouldn't have been watching Monday Night Raw right now.
Oh, thank you for clarifying, Paul. Great match, yeah. I think we're a good match. At least we're getting that. I mean, the whole Paul wasn't talking about this, so that helps clear that up a little bit. But a good opening match for Raw.
Fair enough. Jose, I'm myself a theorist as well. Doing that old William Dafoe Spider-Man. I'm myself, I'm a scientist.
Let's go.
Kofi through the table. What? Whoa. Now he goes through the table and just gets tossed through it.
Woods gets chucked through that table. Snap into a Slim Jim, folks.
It's not outside of the commercialism, it's not a bad tie-in of the table snapping like a Slim Jim.
No, I mean, from Slim Jim's marketing standpoint, good move.
Right.
As Waller is just wailing on the back of Penta on the top turnbuckle with the kendo stick.
Is that some nice alliteration there? Waller is wailing away.
wailing away on, yeah.
On Wallaby Way.
Yo. We're going to get
Waller's going to be the final one to take a Mexican Destroyer, and he takes a super one.
Oh, he's out. Sold the shit out of it, too.
2, 3.
Nice win. Crowd in the building's pumped. Good match. Let's go.
Makes sense for the match. And again, you mentioned with, fantasy, Penta is just winning everything. Right now, if you had a fantasy football team, you are drafting Penta top round, even though everyone wants to say, oh, well, he was set up to be the guy. He's the guy. He's picking up all the fucking wins. He's the guy that this whole feud fucking revolves around.
Yeah. And again, it's funny. Like, I find fans will say, like, it really get on someone. Like, even the guy like Dragon Lee of like, oh, he was supposed to be something, da-da-da. And Dragon Lee, like, you interview him. He's like, I'm having the time of my life. I'm on TV. Oh, like, it's so funny to see the take of Penta's living his best life. He's not like, again, I don't want to speak for the man, but he's just fucking thrilled. He's being booked more than almost any other buddy on the roster. At least on Mondays, we see him almost every week.
Yeah, instead of seeing him once every 3 months.
Yeah. Right now we get to do the big Viking thing. Everyone's pumped.
Well, they do his taunt. They do the Zero Miedo because he's the over guy here with this. As we've got the JD Clubhouse.
Tom's losing his mind. He's pissed off at Rusev. Oh, now Finn being a dick again. Playfully. I thought you were good. You don't need us. You're good. You got this.
Is that the final point to where Finn loses, or for where Dom loses the IC belt to Finn?
It's very possible.
Or because of Finn at minimum.
It could really be the case. Like, Finn's been playing this kind of coy, I'm still your buddy, but I'm kind of bitter.
I'm your hating ass homeboy. I'm a
right, like
I'm gonna help you win your match, and then I'm gonna talk shit when we get back in the locker room.
Right.
I'm your hating ass homeboy. I'm gonna bring in the new chick to meet your old chick and see how that works out for you.
Yeah, good luck. I guess you should have made better decisions. Roxy's here, Raquel's there. Dom's trying to talk JD into helping him, and JD's getting peer pressure.
I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for the Judgment Day.
As we are watching the downward spiral, we have been for a while now of this whole group, as we got 2-belt Dom.
Which faction has been circling the drain longer, of the Judgment Day or the Death Riders?
Oh, the Death Riders. I mean, again, that thing never got out of the drain. It tried to climb out of the drain and never made it. The Judgment Day had levels of success. I mean, even if you go back to the Rhea stuff and then Rhea moves, but then JD and Finn have tag titles. Dom's a double champ. Raquel and Roxanne are fine. I mean, again, I think they're going to keep going. I just don't know how. Like, I don't think the group gets completely dissolved. I think it evolves. But Bailey's back again, scaring the fuck out of Lyra.
And hey, she stole CM Punk's jacket.
What is Bailey wearing?
In due time. Let me try this again. What is up, bearded brothers?
What's up? All in due time. Never better late than never.
This made me do a halfway double take, but Dave's Meltzer, wrestling for life. I acknowledge you both. I love you.
Thank you.
Hitting us with the Patrick Star at the end. I love you.
What is a bearded brothers? Oh, I see why. The In Time had to take two.
Oh,
That's better, bro. That's better.
why is Gamora?
What is this bearded situation on my TV? My Lions are playing the Ravens tonight. Go Ravens. It's going to be a hell of a game. Thank the TV gods for split screen. You're going to need it.
Well, and I still, and I've been sent a few, I don't know if you have or anything, of been sent the different ways that people are watching us. Like someone actually managed to find a way to watch us of the main show on the big screen, and we were in the little corner box there as the little alternative commentary box and everything. So I want to see, send us how you're watching us and everything. I want to see how you intake us and the wrestling. I mean, within reason. I mean, don't send us that. Yeah.
If you're watching us from bed with no pants on,
pull the covers up at least. Goddamn it.
Pull the covers up. At least hide the tent a little bit.
Unless we're the back post of how you're keeping us upright.
I don't know.
I mean, you let me too much to fucking hit that off the mark there. I guess that was double entendre. I hit it off the tee from a tee. Yeah.
Oh my God.
As I got Paul Heyman with Byron
talking to Byron Saxton.
Look at his butt. I'll be right back.
Fair enough. You can have that. This man's constantly looking at butts. You heard it here first.
All right, let's go.
As I got Paul Heyman with Byron Saxton right now. And I missed Saxton's question, but I wonder if it's got to deal with his connection to now Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins. Yes. Jewel Rollins. I missed the inaugural question, but Paul just doing the heavy lifting for Seth saying he's going to beat Cody. I'm watching the Ravens on TV and Raw on a tablet next to me. Good night for me. There you go. There you go. Again, I still want to wonder how we fit into the equation out here. Why are you here? I don't want to know why are you here. Well, maybe why are you here, but also how are you here? Tonight I'm watching you on a tablet. There you go. Sitting on a toilet. There you go, Jose. La primera, mi amor. Y nueva champion. I hope I even said that halfway close. See, did I say that better than, mucho gracias? Bet the house Monet is taking the title from Statlander. Whoa. We might talk about that in a commercial break, or for sure we'll definitely talk about that on a Wednesday. But yeah, that's going to be a whole interesting situation. You got my toilet. I guess I'm good with toilet humor. Is that what you're trying to say, sir? I think I'm at least above beyond in that, but I mean, you can have that. This whole life without Liv Morgan thing isn't for the weak. Let me tell you, she's still amongst the living, my guy. She is still here with us. Like, if you don't need someone to be like, is Liv Morgan in the room with us right now? No, she's still here. She's just fucking injured. She'll be back, my guy. It's okay. It's okay. And so we get Paul Heyman's promo that throws us into darkness imprisoning me. I don't know if it's fully a commercial, but I've got tickets on sales now for Halloween SmackDown. You don't butcher the jokes as bad as KJ. Must be a Canadian thing. Well, it's that good old Canadian humor. I mean, he's the green bastard. It's, jalapeno, jalapeno, all that. But no. I wonder if Punk is just on break till next month. How? Where? What? Why? And when? As I got Adam Pearce bringing out Stephanie Vacour, your brand new women's champion. And I know, again, I said this earlier, it may not be within the full calendar year and all of that, but I mean, have we seen a rise through the ranks recently that is on par, is close to Stephanie's kind of run through with this of Roxanne, we thought was going to do it, kind of didn't quite do it. Tiffany, we thought was going to kind of do it, didn't quite do it. Jordan Grace hasn't even respectfully done it. I'm not even saying anything. I'm not saying any of this is a bad thing, but she has hit the ground fucking running, and they have strapped a jetpack to her at this point. So, yeah, she is on par, I feel. Her WrestlePalooza vlog is going to be on YouTube tomorrow, according to the lower third, which I did see they did a whole vlog with Eddie, but for All Out. Anyways, but Stephanie hasn't gotten pushed. There hasn't been, I think, a women's competitor push this fast to the top since Rhea. And that's, again, not saying any of this is a bad thing, just observations of willing to have the discussion if I'm wrong in any aspect. But she has taken this by storm. Greatest rookie year of all time, says MDB. Oh, I missed C-Man Scar. Oh, and I'm watching Wrestling for Life on my laptop. So Ravens on TV, Raw on tablet, you guys on my laptop. That is my configuration for the evening. Appreciate you. Awesome setup. Again, always loved it. At this point, I just want to see the setups because, I mean, we could show you our setups, but it's not that exciting. I just got laptop and I got desktop. But yeah. Always just interested because, I mean, there's all the thousands of ways. Do we get Stephanie and Rhea at WrestleMania in a mommy off? Yeah. Do you want your Spanish mommy or your Australian mommy? Mommy off. Are the rumors true that WWE was frustrated with Andrade because his English never got better? I really don't exactly agree with that. I don't think that was true. I mean, Christ almighty. I'm going to say something, but Asuka's English hasn't been fully great the whole time. I mean, Io's isn't great. She's shouting out her father. Just looking by a homie of, I feel like we need Santina Morella versus Stephanie's father, and we get Ariana Grace versus Stephanie as a mixed tag. But I feel like that's a weird cop-out excuse kind of thing because they've really kind of gotten into, they were doing the whole thing with Shinsuke Nakamura to where he was cutting promos in his native Japanese and still they would just subtitle it underneath it. So that, to me, there's too many examples of them going against that for that to be valid to me. I don't pretend to be an insider. I don't, call myself a journalist, but I do have two brain cells that clack together, and logic to me would say otherwise. Just saying. Yeah, who's a backer out here? Kevin, what up? KJ, what a Big Nick. Wrestling for Life is the best. Appreciate you, sir. And Stephanie's saying she's going to be making history and nobody's going to stop her. Instead of a Rhea, do we jump to an Asuka of, hey, speaking of not great English promos, do we get Stephanie versus an Asuka of nobody's ready for Asuka? As Stephanie's saying she's going to, make history. Well, there's one woman on this women's Raw roster who's very clearly made a lot of history, and that's Asuka. In due time. Thank you, chat, because even though it's Monday, I totally forgot football was on. It was a long weekend. You'll have to excuse. Oh, trust me, my guy. It was a long Saturday, let alone a long weekend. As Adam Pearce hyping up Stephanie again. All the pyro. When's it again? Doing all of this. The big pump, the big circumstance. They are fully endorsing her of, hey, we're getting behind her. Pause. Trust me, I know a fair amount of you fans out there want to get behind her and everything like that. 6 feet, but yes. This is a judgment-free zone unless you're a Sammy fan. No. because we have Sammy fans and un-Sammy fans alike. But yes, that crown jewel. So we're getting double champ versus champ. We're getting, the winner of, again, reminder, this Friday night on SmackDown, we will be having Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill versus Nia Jax for the Women's World Championship. And that winner will take on Stephanie Vacour at Crown Jewel, which they did the whole chessboard gimmick. But so we're getting double dose of champ v champ. There you go. That's why the fear of her was dumb. They're going to push her to the stratosphere. Fear of her? What? Bernard, you got me in the first half with that. I understand the second half. I'm not sure where the fear aspect came into your comment. But yeah. See money, imagine the heat if somebody jumped her right now at the end. But hey, we got that. Yeah. I did think that could have been a thing of that's how you turn around and start a rivalry past champ v champ. If you have somebody instantly show up and just, I'm going to ruin the ceremony, especially with Pops there and everything. But I'm getting a video package of Brock Lesnar beating John Cena from pillar to post. And I know he had 15,000 minions out there of little children. And I still thought it was a great moment. It was such a great production visual of them cutting to kids crying, of little children's tears falling and everything. I can't read. Yes, I know. But having that moment after Brock wins, or Nikki and Steph backstage. But I would have liked to have seen John Cena had to be helped out. Oh, Rhea and Stephanie. And there is just, I don't know if it's a fan vibe or subtle story. Hey, Oscar! Yeah, I don't understand it had been foretold, but last thing, John shouldn't have helped himself out or shouldn't have walked off by himself. But yeah, we've got Nikki, Rhea, Stephanie, Oscar, Kyrie all backstage right now. Ooh. Rio and Oscar. Hey, that's how you get Rhea on Crown Jewel. You get her in Australia. She's not for the world title. She's taking on Oscar. Say if that's your number one contender shot to take on Stephanie, if you want to add something to it. But that right there, that's, have they crossed paths before? I feel like they may have. Just, did they say tonight? Did they say tonight? I really like, and I don't know if it's just getting over with me or if it's getting over with anybody else or anything, but this whole, the Kyrie, as Kyrie's trying so hard to be friendly and just still like, it's okay. And then Oscar just, Kyrie! But I got Bailey out here with Lyra, and now they're all of a sudden high-fiving and Bailey's strutting and I'm a hugger again. Or I'm a role model. She's got the I'm a role model with the purple hair. Strutting it up, but up next we've got Bailey versus Roxanne Perez. So folks, let us know who you taking, who you got. But I'll give Monday Night Raw credit of they are moving on a clip, and I don't think that they've dropped a show. Alan John Cena will be inducted WWE Hall of Fame 2026. Ooh. I didn't mean to hit a macho after Bailey coming out there looking like macho, but oh yeah, if John Cena's inducted into the Hall of Fame on his retirement year, that actually may not be a terrible show. That would probably be the best way to fucking bookend everything, and you kind of forgive the shitty heel run if you do that. And fun fact for those who don't know, I mean, theoretically, Steph kind of found John of him doing, his freestyle raps and everything. God, I sounded old saying that. But Stephanie kind of pushed creative of wanting them to go with John a little bit because he could do the freestyle shit and everything like that. So it wouldn't be a bad thing. And there's not saying, unless you're last year a Hunter or so shit, maybe, but to where your first announced inductee is the inductee. But that would be a super nice little, bookend, a button to put on the end of all of that. Nikki, the blurst of times. It was the best of times. It was the blurst of times. But I've got Bailey hugging Tessitore. Is it because he's not Michael Cole? But Bailey's a hugger.
Speaking of huggers.
Right. Well, Wade Barrett's out there begging for a hug, and I'm begging for a hug from you, sir.
There you go. There you go. As Bailey is out here. But, man, that whole segment, you talk about women's division being kind of on fire right now. Stephanie looks like an absolute star. They didn't fuck it up by having anybody come out and step on it. They let her just be big, gave her the pyro. And then you see all the people that were very interested in having that world title. Rhea Ripley's had issues. Rumor is that now it might be a tag match between Rhea and a friend versus Kyrie and Asuka at Crown Jewel. So that's a possibility because
at this point it's got to be Nikki because Nikki's in every goddamn segment because she's just got to be there.
Yeah, I know. I know somebody in the chat said, "Oh, the obligatory Rhea spot," but at the end of the day, like Rhea got the biggest pop out of everybody when they showed her. Huge pop for Rhea. It's undeniable.
Yeah, I missed it, and I don't know if you heard it, to where it seemed like they were setting up Rhea versus Asuka in a singles match. Is that either tonight or I thought that could have been the match for Crown Jewel?
Yeah, no, I believe Rhea challenged her for tonight.
Fair enough. So I heard it halfway correctly, but that's that. I can't recall a time they may have crossed paths. It seems like it's two starships that, almost we're going to intersect, but never really touch tips. Pause.
Right. Yeah, fair enough. And again, I like it. I like you. I like how they're selling Kyrie still wants to be good. And, this whole Kyrie.
Kyrie!
Let's go. I like it. And Asuka's getting a ton of TV time right now. Rhea and Io. Anthony might have it.
That might be it. Yeah, that might be it.
Yeah, that's a good shout. But we're getting the replay from last week. And, we are getting Bailey, who saved Lyra, who's back to hugging everybody, but not quite sure where her noodle is right now. And we're going to find out. But she's off her rocker, seemingly.
Yeah, but it's also one of those it's so weird we had the segment at the end of last week where she's backstage halfway yelling at her or just yelling out in the air. And then they come out tonight and they're all dapping each other up and everything like, we're people, let me tell you about my best
Well,
friend.
Lyra's being real hesitant about it, but Bailey's being weirdly nice. And Lyra doesn't know what to do with this lady right now. Lyra is just I like her, but she's nuts. Bailey might have taken Tatum Paxley's gimmick.
Which was Alexa Bliss's gimmick. Which
someone said Naomi.
How far down the evolution tree do you want to go here?
Right. Someone's like, did she inherit Naomi's gimmick? Naomi was unhinged more than what's that?
I said getting pregnant? What?
No.
But no, I get that of that. It wasn't, she was just completely this jaded, Bailey seems like she's just snapped versus.
Oh, yeah. She's split.
Naomi was sweet dreams. She was more, I've got a plan and I'm going to get my vengeance. Bailey's just the goddamn Joker.
Yeah, a little bit, right? And again, playing on that whole two-face idea. Look, one white boot, one black boot. One side, at one point she's, wearing a I'm a role model shirt. Then she's wearing an I'm a hugger shirt. She doesn't know who she is. She's definitely going through an identity crisis. And it very much is that two-face, that Jekyll and Hyde.
I'm looking at the man in the mirror.
This is a funny question, Days. So funny. I'm not. I don't have the energy to fight either. We'll put it that way. But I
Well,
guarantee you, I'm not going after the rest.
between the two of them, I
I
mean,
know
does McDonough's head, is that bigger than NY's body?
it might be.
It
And
might
again,
be. They might equal out.
if I had to pick, I'm not going to pick. I'm not going to pick the guy who's actively training in wrestling. I might go with the guy that's slightly out of shape.
Oh, for who would win?
Or who I would no. It was who would I rather fight? I thought.
No, it was who would win.
Who would win? That's even better.
Yeah, that's why I thought that was the easy decision.
There you go. JD McDonough would be a headbutt. That's exactly it. Like you said, his head's bigger than the rest
out there.
The Empress and the Eradicator tonight. Main event on Raw. No, they haven't really given us a main event, have they?
No. We barely had matches announced. So I know I saw it to start the show of LA versus Jay, and they haven't mentioned it since, to my knowledge.
No, not at all. So here, people are confirming that tonight's main event will be Rhea and Asuka. So we'll see how that plays out and what that looks like to end the show here tonight.
Right. Ooh. See, that's how you work the fucking stomp and everything of like someone hung up in the trio O spot without it looking super cohesive and everything like that. Because it was sweep this spot out of here, and Bayley, instead of holding herself up and all this, just literally just falls to the floor.
Yeah. That would just make it look real. Make it look like a normal human being would respond.
Make it look like you were actually fighting a human being.
Right? Like you're not just going to lay there or do a sit-up and get stomped on. You're going to move. You're not just going to take it, I would hope.
Yeah, but that's a constant issue right now at this point in pro wrestling of things that look like they're cohabitating, like they were working together to reach the same outcome, or especially like my favorite of jump off the top rope into a nothing that if you were to actually land something was never going to be effective.
Yeah, like where were you going to land? Like, what was your plan?
If you were successful, what were you going to accomplish?
Yeah, and again, like make it look like you were trying to do a move and then you got hit with something.
Yeah.
That would be my recommendation.
Just a wee bit. I'd rather have Jay versus Knight at Crown Jewel. Is it wasted on regular programming? Don't be like AEW. Remember when there was a time we were talking about WWE that it was almost giving away pay-per-view matches on regular programming because they had the wealth of riches. I feel like that tide has turned of like it has moved away from the shore a little bit.
Oh, so they're not doing that anymore. I mean, like we're getting like an Asuka Rhea Ripley match tonight. I think they still want the. One thing that Trips is doing is title matches. Like on Friday, we're getting the triple threat for the women's title. I would argue that they still want. They really want people to tune into these weekly shows.
Fair enough. I'll give you that, but I guess follow up would be: does the backwash not result in that many good pay-per-view matches or anything?
No, not really. Because I do think like that's the taking advantage of your mid-card, taking advantage of your other titles. Yeah, I mean, ultimately the pay-per-view's got to stand alone and be quality. But you do need something of quality on the docket, for these weeks. You can't just Vince saved everything for pay-per-views, and you can't do that in 2025.
That is very valid. Jose becoming a member. Shut up. Yeah, no, I will give you that. If you can't at this point, and that's Vince evolved into that because initially it would be to where you would have the same level you would have those pay-per-view level matches on a weekly Raw. It wouldn't be every Raw, again, which people need to fucking remind themselves. It wouldn't be every Raw. Yeah, you can watch all your compilations of the Attitude Era and look at it through rose-tinted glasses and think that that was every week of Monday of the Attitude Era. It wasn't.
It was a long weekend. I have the next 3 days off, and I'm sick of cleaning pools. I'm getting high as F. That's what you do when you're not working. Take a load off, Betty. Oh.
What's
There we go. I don't see Christian. What do you mean? He's here somewhere.
I'm going to go find him. I'll be right back.
There you go. Nick taking a pause for the cause. Bayley hung up on the top rope. Good match between Bayley and Roxy. So I would argue so far tonight, we opened the show with a decent promo, not bad exchange, depending on your level of interest in champion versus champion. We got the War Raiders with Penta get a win. That was a fun match. This match is all right. So at least we're kind of 2 for 2 in the ring right now. I'm glad he's not Kill Switch anymore. He is a Luchasaurus. Yeah. So he's been officially turned back to Luchasaurus. Well, there you go. He blocked. Oh, no. This is a good match. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I would agree with you, sir. Oh, going for Pop Rocks, but Bayley buckles. Oh. Rolls through. Tonight's show is currently a 7. There you go. I'm with you kind of in that area. We'll see how the rest goes and what they can do. Not exactly, again, you got to blow my socks off a little bit. And so far tonight's been good, but good, which is okay. I think Test, well, here's the thing about Test. I mean, again, let's ignore the fact that the WWE Hall of Fame standards are all over the fucking place. And really anybody could get in. Technically, Test did not have a Hall of Fame level career. All due respect to Test, good old Canadian boy. But yeah, to me, he didn't have the longevity or the substantial runs to make him a Hall of Famer. Good guy, good wrestler. Rest in peace. But yeah, not a Hall of Famer. I think they're getting Jurassic Express for the Young Bucks at World's End. It's very possible. Jack Perry goes after the Bucks, so that would make sense. As Pop Rock's on the floor. Both women down on the outside. Raw should have let us know that they were coming on early. Tony will never do this to us. Oh, Johnny, you mean like doing 2 pre-shows at the same time and not properly informing your fan base that TNT was showing the matches while you were doing a pre-show on other platforms? Raw has been very clear. Our thumbnail has been very clear for over a week. This is a 6:30 start time. So to say, A, they should have told us, they did tell us. B, to say Tony would, I think you're wrong on both accounts. But then again, that's what happens when you're biased. Oh, grabs by the throat. When does Gilbert get in Hall of Fame? As Lyra sends Raquel into the post, cross body by Rox. That whole effing story with Jack Perry and Luchasaurus was stupid, and the visual was good, but the story is dumb. And how the hell are they getting back together because of what? Why? I'm sure they'll explain. Here's the thing, Paul, and I agree with you in the sense of it. Just it was the method of delivery that went sideways. They could have done it better. To have Kill Switch come back, lose a couple matches, have issues with Kip. It didn't have to happen. There was a better way to go about it, right? Even if the story is, yeah, when we were both not here, we came back together and we returned together and get the pop on that music, right? Like you had an opportunity there to do something kind of cool. I just don't think they did it. And Bayley pins Roxy. She looks a little unhinged. Do you think we get Mama Wayne versus Beth Phoenix? Why? What's the point? Can Mama Wayne tie up? What's the point? I love me some Lyra, but goddamn, those shoes are stupid. We hating on shoes? I'm not that worried about it as Bailey rolls Roxy out. Bird Lady pumped. The moon boots? You don't like the moon boots. There's an old reference for everybody. Here are some legends that are overdue for the WWE Hall of Fame. Nasty Boys. I could go there with you. Lillian, Tricky. Oh, wait a minute. Bailey Bailey pushes down Bird Lady. It was a mouthful. But Bailey's losing it. But yeah, so Lillian still kind of act like in and out. But she'll get her day. And Rick, the Model Martel, not a bad show. I mean, yeah, close. Hearing Piper Niven injury could be a career ending. I did see that story going around. I have no idea. I'd have to give you a look into a more key one. Maybe come, as the week goes on, we'll get more information. Right now, I just saw that going around. I worried it was a little bit of clickbait, but I haven't heard that confirmed or denied by a reliable source yet. Jimmy with Cody. Do you think that Stephanie McMahon was truly surprised, or was it scripted with Taker? She was truly surprised. Again, I mean, I think there's genuine reactions, and I know we know so much is scripted. But genuinely, if you remember last year when they surprised Michelle McCool, I think they understand that if you can get that surprise moment, it goes viral. They're trying to create viral moments, so surprising her sets that moment up. Stephanie's not good enough of an actress to pull off what she pulled off. And listen, no hate to Steph, I love her, but that seemed like genuine surprise. As here comes the Judgment Day. As I believe we are getting an impromptu match as JD McDonough is going to take on Rusev on behalf of Dom Dom. Mad Bailey came out. There's the other side of that coin. We knew about this at least last week with Bradley told me it started at 6:30. Come on, people. This isn't rocket science. Listen, we tell everybody as soon as we know we're going to be here early, we're going to change. Things are moving. I've never had an issue with WWE not doing that. We were fully aware last month that they were going to run 3 shows in September that were at 7 o'clock, and they don't know where they're going to go from there. Everybody was here live on Saturday when we were all over the place about the pre-show. So I think at times people and their friends that they talk online with say silly things without facts behind it. And again, it is what it is. But just because you didn't know didn't mean we all didn't know. After All Out, what do you think is next for Cope and Christian? That's a very valid question. You got the return. You get the win. Do you keep feud? Now, they got jumped, right? And then Beth got hit. So Cope and Christian are going all the way to World's End against FTR. That's what I think is going to happen. They're just going to continue to work an angle between Cope, Christian, and FTR. Bailey wins. Good match. Did I take the poll down? I did. Yes. Bailey just snapped. Yes, she did. So they're still selling us on this. Again, it's the Two-Face. It's the Hulk and Bruce Banner. It's Jekyll and Hyde. It's all that good stuff. I like that, Bailey. I do too. It's got interesting. One snap, the Bird Lady. Let's go, Bailey. You rocking the best. Oh, thanks. Yeah, you're still here watching. I love that. That's beautiful. What's up? Bailey feels like a weird knockoff of the Fiend, hurt or heel. Okay. Another example that works for me. JD versus Rusev is next. I got JD in the ring. I believe we were just killing time. The ref warning Dom to keep his nose out of the business. Cody talking to Jay. Got that already. Did I say Jimmy? It was Jay. We definitely getting Bailey and Lyra soon. Yeah, for sure. That's 100% where this story goes, right? So Lyra keeps trying to be her friend. Some days are good, some days are bad. Then she flips on her, and eventually Bailey goes full dark side, right? That's where I think that goes. But the Redeemer, Rusev, Vice or Bailey? In what regard? Alan, you got to be more specific. What's up, Benny? What was a better show, WrestlePalooza or All Out for me, WWE? The edge goes to WrestlePalooza. And we talked about this in the pre-show, Benny. For me and my personal taste, WrestlePalooza wasn't great. It was good, but there was too much on All Out that I gave zero fucks about. There was too many things that were so bad. The pre-show matches were garbage. The Rio and Mercedes were awful. John Moxley and Darby was awful. So I think the edge, and not by a large margin, but the edge goes to WWE on this one. That was Triple H for getting Stephanie back. Yeah, 100%. That's actually perfect. Got Rusev. Maybe put a poll up. All right, folks, who's going to win? I see the predictions coming in. I will put a poll up real quick as we're coming back out of commercial break. All right, get your votes in. Get your votes in. Did you see the post of Cena going against AJ? Is that where, surprisingly, AJ comes back, circles around and we wrap this up with AJ Styles? Is that the guy? Oh, it was Jimmy. Now, this is Jay. Why did she announce Rusev like she was mocking him? I think it's just the way it sounds. That'll work for me, brother. Cody talking to Jay. Look at Jay eyeballing that title. It's not a bad shout. People still think Jay might be the guy that goes to the dark side. Get out while the getting's good. The fans love singing along. The fans love the yeet. But why not? Do you jump off that ship before it starts thinking? AJ Cena both lay their boots in the ring. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy, Frankie. They go as ham as they can at this point in history. They give us a fucking match. You let them cook. You let them go 25, and they just bring all they have left, and then take off the boots and leave them behind. I mean, that's poetic almost. Bring back Lana. Yeah, I wonder why CJ's not back. Story is that she signed to a Legends deal, but why is she not? Could Rusev not use Lana right now? Speaking of using or needing, I don't know.
Useless. Is that what you were going to go? I was going to come back with, and Meltzer will give it 3.5 stars of AJ Styles versus John Cena, and both men retire at the end of the match.
Jay was looking at the title, Nick. Yeah, I completely agree that, it would be really crazy if it was both of them dropping the belt, dropping the boots on the same night.
You would have to sell that. That's main eventing a show. Main eventing a show.
Yeah, I like that from Frankie. But yeah, Jay's been on, so Jay in the back sits down with Cody, and he's really got an eye on that prize.
Yeah, he's a little Roman Reigns. I kind of thought of, again, he knows what it's like to be a world champ. So I know what it took to get there, and I want to get back there.
Yes. Yeah, I completely agree with that. I mean, and AJ's been interesting lately as far as people thought he cut a shoot promo on a commercial. He seems outwardly frustrated, which is good. He's also made comments about not being alone anymore. What does that mean?
Well, we also haven't seen AJ since that promo.
Good point, right? Suspended. Yeah. Somebody's trying to hold him down.
But I know who we saw, at least on the independent scene, that got held down by WWE. And finally, the Righteous Killers have reunited, have formed. It was on the independents, but yeah.
I'm almost wondering if it's a thing of we'll do it on the indies, and then maybe they'll realize this is worth doing. I don't get it. I don't get.
Does it feel like it would be an invasion?
Well, you kind of sell it as they come in as you rejected us, and now we're here to fuck y'all up. I mean, that's a possibility, but this whole cross thing is an insane situation. A guy seemingly super over, seemingly had issues in the office, and is no longer with the company, but still seemingly very over, even though everyone's pretty quiet about it. By the way, Rusev and JD, shout out. Good match so far.
A match so far. Who won Bailey's match?
Bailey won, and she snapped, pushed her down, couldn't get her shit together. She went kind of dark side for a little bit.
There you go. There you go. I wasn't sure I missed the pause, so yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, right now, JD down on the outside. Dom's trying to talk him into getting up. Rusev chasing him down. And yeah, a very entertaining start to this match.
This feels like when you talk shit to the guy at the bar that you realize you shouldn't talk shit to.
He stands up and you realize he's 7 inches taller than you thought.
Yeah, he all of a sudden he flexes a little bit and he's a little bit thicker than you thought and everything. And now you're the one that was talking shit, so you got to go and send your big bobblehead friend to go and fight him for you.
Right. What's up, Gregory? How you doing? Welcome.
Shout out. Oh, look at the goddamn bruise on JD's side there on his back.
Yeah, he's taking some lumps.
Yeah, well, this is Monday Night Raw, the show where they're gonna lay it in thick. Pause.
Right. Beautiful springboard moonsault going into a commercial break. JD can go, man, and Rusev's a vet. It's been a good one so far here. Right now, the WWE on Raw is 2 for 2 in ring tonight, which is good. This is the third match we're getting, going well. So that's the positive on the show so far.
Do you buy into the theory that this needs to be like a make good for WrestlePalooza?
No, WrestlePalooza was fine. Fans got to get used to not getting all the things every pay-per-view. They worked themselves into a shoot, brother. And some asshole online says, oh, Brock's going to fucking body slam Sable in the middle of the fucking show. And then people believe it. And then they get all butthurt when it doesn't happen. Here's the card we're advertising. Anything that happens beyond that is bonus. But now the fans, and again, a lot of it over the last while where there was a lot of hot shotting. Now the fans are in a mode of, if you don't give us that extra, we're going to throw a hissy fit. If we don't get free McNugget sauce with our fucking nuggets, we're going to pout. That's kind of the attitude now of, not everything. We remember when Cody was fighting Brock and some asshole made up the idea that it was going to be a stip match. Then it wasn't. And people were raging. Why would they make us think? They never did. So,
if I go and order some nuggets and I get home and I get no sauce with my nuggets, I'm going to be mad. I won't go back to the store and raise a fit, but I'm a bitch the whole drive home.
Right. I mean, again, yeah, fuck. But at the end, that's funny. At the end of the day, my guy, it's just, again, the idea of a make good, they got to go every week.
They told us that this show, that WrestlePalooza was going to have surprises. We've been on record multiple times, and even publicly, even ourselves, worked ourselves into shoots, brothers, of thinking, oh, well, they need to do this, so they didn't do it, so I'm mad at my own idea and everything. But they outright said there will be surprises, and now, well, I guess you can say, oh, Stephanie going into the Hall of Fame was a surprise, but I mean, that's like saying I'm going to get a price in my Happy Meal, and you got a turd.
Undertaker, I don't know if he was referring, I don't know what his exact wording was, to be 100% honest with you. I know people were saying the same thing. Like Tony said, there was going to be 5 major things, and they felt like they didn't get those things. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, their job, they're carnies. They're selling you on buying tickets. They're going to say, oh, don't miss
WrestlePalooza. Hey, Willie Wonka, you got nothing. Good day, sir.
Right? But yeah, I honestly feel like that's kind of what they do. But at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, surprise.
WrestlePalooza had surprises, surprise adverts every 20 minutes.
Yeah, they weren't a surprise. We were fucking expecting them.
Well, there was the whole, it's on, pay-per-view, so you shouldn't be expecting commercials. Yeah, but for everywhere else outside of the US, it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
So what else is new?
But at the end of the day, it's not. It is, but it is. It's not commercials as standard commercials. It was legitimately, it's in-house advertising. It's things connected to ESPN. It's things connected to WWE.
I watched a WrestleMania 42 commercial 17 times.
Yeah, but they're going to do their in-house promo. They really are.
We've been reading it wrong this whole time. Of Lionel Hutz there, see money out there. It's wrestle, pay, loser.
Pay loser. Right?
Benny, Mr. Nick, and Mr. KJ, when is the draft? If there still will be a draft.
Last I heard, and again, I don't know how true it is the idea that they're trying to work out something with ESPN where the WWE draft feels legit and the ESPN covers it like an event.
Right. The draft countdown clock. I need Mel Kiper, Mad Mel Kiper out there for WWE draft. Now, why would you pass up on Braun Breaker into the 5th round out here?
Yeah, I think that's. I mean, if you're gonna do it, my biggest issue with the draft is, I mean, we talk about it all the time. It's so bullshit. It feels so silly. So if you're gonna do it proper. Like I loved it back when they first started doing the draft, and the wrestlers are in the dressing room and didn't even know. Nobody gave them a heads up. The Dudleys are going to different shows. What?
Undertaker's was visibly pissed. Does podcasters have drafts? See, we've done this in the past.
Yeah.
Of when they actually announce we're going to do a draft, we'll do our own draft. 2 count. Outside of that, we've done the fantasy football. Upcoming sooner rather than later is the NHL Fantasy League. So we'll be doing a draft for that too.
As another beautiful moonsault by JD, who's on fire right now. Crowd super into this match. Solid match. Really, really good match happening right now, folks.
Is it still they are mid-card players, but you managed to work the story and have them seem like the pieces matter and the pieces connect together versus you look at other promotions and we'll have mid-card guy versus mid-card guy and they're only there because it's mid-card guy versus mid-card guy. Like this connects because Rusev's trying to go after Dom. So there is that connective tissue throughout all of this.
Yeah, I think that's kind of
that was a long way to say something.
Yeah, I mean, at least oh wow, Rusev just pops JD. It's going to be over. The crowd's on their feet. JD actually getting Rusev over, which is great. I think that we complain when there's a lack of reason for this, other than you're allowed to throw in a filler match, but it's usually 2 people that don't really matter, or somebody on the come up,
right?
But ultimately, this the only reason JD's fighting Rusev is for his buddy Dom, and then he's going to eat it out.
Yeah, and he even said, I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for Judgment Day. And it wasn't a complete and outright squash, but it was close.
Oh, Dom thinking about helping and then thinks against it, and he's going to watch his buddy tap out.
After the Machka kick and then the accolade, and again, that is... the minor things with All Out were production issues more than anything.
Let's go. I like
Finn. It. Oh, Finn. I love this with Finn of saying, "What the fuck are you doing?" You were going to pointing out you were looking at this shit and chose not to.
Yeah,
you bitch-made, disloyal motherfucker. You.
Finn's been looking good and been booked well lately, and those are tag team partners. I like that somebody was going to whoop ass a little bit extra, and his friend showed up. And now he gets to give Dom shit for being a coward.
You get Finn versus Rusev, which is a match like we thought, like you were saying, Rusev JD was a good match. Finn versus Rusev's going to be even a better match.
Yeah, I'm in.
Right. Well, I think now with Finn showing up and even shoving away Dom, of like, you're literally watching this man get hurt. What are you doing out here? He's fighting on your behalf, and you're watching him get up.
Yeah. As EO's here trying to talk some sense into Asuka, Kyrie's just fighting tears.
Who would have thought EO was the tallest out of the 3?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Rusev versus Finn next week will cook. JD versus Rusev tonight was a really good match. Really strong match for those 2 guys. Really got the crowd into it. Some really nice spots. played the big guy, small guy game very well. Yeah, I think we're 3 for 3 on matches tonight.
Was that the best match so far? And Kyrie, and she sells it and even drops to the ground. No. Ooh, LA.
Now, did you hear Ricochet and GOA are now the Demand?
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
I don't hate the name. It's just they're not in demand at all. So they're more on demand instead of in demand.
What I find about like Ricochet finally got off the pre-show and has a whole lot more extra to say lately. Thank God for Bobby Lashley. But no, the Demand is not a good team name. Like, I don't like it.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
No,
I don't hate it
division.
personally. On par. I think it's almost on par. Well, you can have that, but I think it's in the same vein almost. My thing that I liked from the press conference and everything was Hangman. Respectfully, I know we've been critical at times of Hangman. He's been, according to Punk, the empty-headed dumb fuck. But he was out there and he got asked about the counter program and everything, and pretty much spelled it out of we're going to control what we can control. We need to stop worrying about them, and we need to worry about what we can do. He finally seems like he's gotten his fucking head on his shoulders straight here.
Yes. Fuck what the Fed's doing. You don't want to be like them. You don't want their ex-guys unless there's a untapped potential. You don't want to clutter your roster, and you don't want to be them. Do you. Be different. Be energized. And last time you were doing that, you were filling arenas.
Right.
Let's go. Figure your life out.
Dennis, are you agreeing with this of Jackie Redmond? Oh my.
For sure, Dennis. For sure. Good old Canadian girl. As here comes Jay.
4 letters, 1 word. Chair.
Right.
Actually, that's 5. But yeah, of Jay coming out with even the little the Band-Aid tape and everything. Is he going to end up with the phallus and the malice and the palace scar and everything?
The leftover scar. Jay grabbing the little ones, getting them out, eating.
Which, by the way, I know we were here live for, and we saw when Jay got busted open. I have tried to watch that footage from every angle, in every slow motion, at every speed. I still can't find the moment he cracks himself. I know it happens, but I can't find the frame that shows him doing it.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I missed it all together. So yeah, I don't know where it went down, but we know what happened.
It was allegedly when he hit the back chair shot on Braun, the chair said nay, went into business for itself and
that's okay. Yeah, I
sat there and I watched Stevie break down the whole what went wrong, and it was still one of those of like, even frame by frame, I don't know if I would have reversed the call type of thing. Right. I'm like, I don't know if I can see where the ball touched ground. Hey, did you see Penta out there in the crowd shaking it? What's up with Jay? He was a little bit huskier and he put on a t-shirt now all of a sudden. But yeah. There's a fan dressed like Penta. That was the joke.
Right? Sorry. Multitasking.
You're good. KJ Nick, did you hear called out WrestlePalooza? At this point, saying, did you hear Ricochet's tweet is just irrelevant to me because he tweets anything and everything. I did see him even admit that Brock Lesnar is a bigger draw than him, which, yeah, that's, I think, goes without question.
No, and I mean, again, Ricochet's funny. Ricochet did a magic thing today. Made me agree with Disco Inferno. Holy shit.
Oh, God.
But when he goes on a little thing about the fact that, you know, they admit they're not a sport, but they're on ESPN, and Disco had to point out what the fucking E in ESPN stands for. Like, again, I get it. He's trying to troll, but my God, you're fucking stupid. What are we doing? Like, just completely overlooked it. It's an entertainment thing. And again, we shouldn't have to explain that to him. A guy that's kind of been an afterthought up until this Bobby Lashley rivalry right now. He's been on the pre-show or in multi-man matches. He's got to do less talking, more wrestling, and he's got to stop. Where you just talked about forgetting what the other company's doing, he's got to be one of those guys. Let it go. Be bitter all you want at home with your wife, but let it go.
That needs to be a thing from commentator to performer to fan base and everything. On all sides, I'll level it that way. You can't say I'm against toxicity and tribalism, and then the next 10 tweets you put out are all towards a company you don't work for.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't just let it go. We're like, brag about you, sell you, tell people to tune in.
You have enough of a story in your own company. Tweet about that, bitch.
Yeah, build up your shit. Tell people to buy your tickets, because no matter what you say, you're wrestling in front of 900 people, and whoever you're talking shit about is wrestling in front of 10,000. So you lose. It's a loser's argument. Let it go.
It goes back to the Karrion Kross thing almost of like, I'm not worried about whether the grass is greener over there because I'm watering my own garden.
Facts. And that's it. I would agree with that 100%. I can go the rest of
what we do over here, I mean, we'll admit we have some talent better than plenty out there, but yeah, we're tending to our own garden.
Yeah, we don't give a shit what other people are doing at all. And that's why you see other channels pop up. And I think we had one of our friends in the chat earlier that all of a sudden they start looking like this. And I don't want to brag too much, but again, why we do us and they do what we do months after we did it.
We do what we do because people can't do what we do. Often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated. Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is all authentic. When you're talking about that rest, you're going to put that for life with it. But it ain't the end of the show, but it is going into commercial.
Let's go. Let's go.
I couldn't have planned that better if I wanted to.
Let's go.
Is that out to the Jey Uso entrance and everything? Now,
right.
Well, I saw someone mention, and I think we clicked away from the comment, but Jey Uso coming out all black attire. Is that heel MO? Is that another new law of wrestling?
There's been a lot. I mean, we just saw with Bayley, one black boot, one white boot. She's stuck between the good and the bad. She doesn't know.
That's the old school laws. That's even with, it was interesting. Now, granted, it was to show the bloody effects and everything, but we've seen it. That's an old school wrestling trope of the heel wears dark attire, the baby face wears bright attire.
Always. So, yeah, I mean, again, it's symbolism, it's foreshadowing, it's part of the psychology of entertainment. When you want to portray a vibe, a feeling, a mood, that's what you do. Speaking of betraying a whole bunch of things, LA Knight on his way out.
But folks, let us know whether you got LA Knight. Yeah. Whether you're team or team yeet.
I don't know. Jay. This is a tough one. I'll go LA.
Fair enough. I'm going Jay. I think they are sending false flags for Jay turns heel because LA is going to turn.
LA's the guy, right? Yeah, we talked about
LA's going to be, I'm sick of your shit. That's why he sat there and was watching, Dom get mugged up, and I ain't got nothing to do with that.
And I just feel like LA's the more viable guy right now to do that with.
He's the guy that needs the bigger refresh, the better, the newer shakeup.
Yeah. And you and I know how good of a heel he is. Like, it's almost better than his babyface work. He will
Eli Drake, yeah.
Yeah, like he could do that thing where he goes heel, they boo him, but then he's so good as a heel, all of a sudden they're cheering him again. Like, there's that side of Eli Drake, like, dummy, like, bring the button in. Let's go.
Did you think that until arose such a clatter, Jey Uso splattered his brain matter, that LA Knight would have been the one to turn heel at the end of that match? Because it feels like once that happened, they pivoted of go home, get to the finish, get out of here. Because there was even after that to where Jay was on the apron, Nina was still wobbling and everything. Was that going to be more? Was that going to be LA Knight sides with the Vision?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, for me, if that was going to be the thing, why wasn't it the thing then? Right? Like,
do you think at all it's the thing?
I think it's just there in the periphery. And again, you don't trust Paul Heyman ever. Even this whole tease of the Brock side of things is interesting. But Jay goes up and out. But
you got money, you got a peripheral,
right? I think that the good thing with both these guys is they're teasing the potential of either. Like, we're waiting for the shoe to drop, and we're not sure what side it's going to fall on.
Right? You can't. To me, it's just you just had the Usos reconnect. You just had Jay kind of acknowledge, I got to maybe move away from here. LA Knight's the guy that needs that shakeup. He needs the fucking bobble and the boggle there. He needs something that might put a new sheen or a new shine on him.
Right? Yeah, I would agree. And I mean, he's still getting pops. The crowd's still cheering for him. Jay's super over. Jay's pulling the kids out of the crowd to do the yeet with them. They just reunited the Usos. So to me, LA seems like the likely candidate. But and I agree with you. I think that's why they are selling us so hard on Jay's the guy.
Right. Well, speaking of a guy who goes so hard and is the guy, and thank you, Big Dog, an OG, triple OG at this point, out there, $50 super chat, my guy. I feel like I need to buy knee pads. Shout out MDB just for this.
My God.
Becky, look at that super chat. Dropping 50 dimes out there for my birthday. Shout out, appreciate you, my guy. And yes, I turned a lovely Patrice Bergeron, a nice 37 yesterday and everything.
I love that you went with Patrice of all people.
Of course I had to with you. That's even what I mentioned on stream of it. I knew it's going to just add that nice little salt in the wound.
Right? I mean, again, it's not many rocking that digit, but I'll give you that. All right. Happy birthday.
Can you name another 37?
Not off the top of my head.
Yeah, I can't think of one.
It's
weird. Like the odd numbers are always harder to name than the even numbers, respectfully.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, 35. Well, 35 is always about 4 to me. But yeah.
Right now,
there are weird aspects of. Well, it's only fitting, I guess, because you got your favorite Toronto Maple Leaf showing up there on All Out and everything.
Wendell Clark. It's good times.
Wendell Clark, the Green Bastard, and Bubbles are all elite. All new signees. That's the big announcement.
Right. Amazing. And I've met Wendell Clark so many times, it's ridiculous. And as much as I love the guy, not the friendliest guy at times. A little gruff.
Well, I mean, kind of known as like the pit bull for the Maple Leafs and everything, and a little Ty Domi before Ty Domi happened. You would kind of
they played together,
a little gruffy,
and they played on the same team, bro.
They did.
My favorite thing about Wendell was that little preamble before a fight that never existed with Clark. Like the minute it was like, hey, his gloves were off and he was already hitting you. It was the best shit ever.
By the time you can say you want. He just already hands in the face.
Go to YouTube and type in his name. There's some amazing clips, but there's one where he lays a guy out behind the net. And as he's getting up from throwing the hit, his gloves are already off, ready to fight the guy that's coming in to defend the guy he just murdered mid-hockey game. So, yeah, he's a gem, an old-time beaut.
There you go. They're on the ice. They're the good old hockey game. But, no, again, very much super appreciate you. Humbled, that we have this many people who tuning in even on an early Monday night and all of that. And had over 1,000 likes on WrestlePalooza, over 6K views on WrestlePalooza. So again, and so many names. I think we hit 30 subscribers just in one stream. So let's see if even nice little end of the birthday note. Let's see if we can hit 7.5 here tonight. We're goddamn knows how
we're 2 away.
2 away. You telling me you can't find 2 people? Where's Mega or what's his name out there that didn't feel included? We'll come back. We'll include you. We were saying hi. We just got people on the list and everything. We'll include you. We love you. We love everybody. And again, we're a tongue-in-cheek bunch here, but
baby, come back.
We're a tongue-in-cheek bunch, and we won't tongue-cheek your punch. What? I got a 2 count from LA.
I'm poor. $1.99.
No one's expecting. Again, that's the thing. I'm a poor. Well, but again, anybody, your time is almost more valuable than dropping a super chat. So even spending any bit of time here and everything like that, it means the world even beyond that. Everything beyond that is just icing on the fucking cake out here.
Right? Super sticker, $24.99.
Yo!
Mega getting in there. I think, listen, you remember, folks, the super chats are part of your XP points to get the crowns. And I think we might have a bit of a bidding war for the #1 spot of the crowns right now. So get in there. And
what hit that 1 out of 5 out of 6, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 10. And now, folks, I will remind everybody, we're not like one of those channels. We're not using this to, go and get tickets to Perth or anything like that. All this does is help keep growing and expanding, and we can offer more to y'all and everything of growing the merch store, growing what we can do on the live streams and everything, and helps it to where we can be doing this the full time and everything.
Yes. No, it all goes
back. What are you, Paul Bearer? Yeah.
But yeah, it all goes back in the channel. All our setups, all our subscriptions, all our software, all the stuff that we're gonna spend money on. So yes, thank you. It was all we can say. We're humbled, we're flattered, we're shocked, we're surprised, and you guys are amazing. And again, we said it last week, we said it Saturday, I said it privately Sunday, but happy belated to Big Nick, who celebrates another birthday on the channel.
Yeah. And we got the fundraiser. Says I got a mic drop elbow.
I wish. Use it
like this. So from Chris, that is why I hit on Nick. He enjoys it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Braun. The vision is here.
Now, this is the only part where it gets fucking muddied, because if LA is the one that's turning, I hate the whole storyline trope of I'm kicking everybody's own ass and everything. Like, I'm kicking my partner's own ass. It'd be like, I beat you up to reveal we're working together.
Right.
What? Ooh, so splash.
Oh, wait. Oh, wow.
Hey, look.
Your shoulders down, bro.
Sat there and checked to make sure both shoulders were down.
Shoulder down, bro. We're on TV. That I like. Those little details mean something to me. But a decent match. Build some story at the end of it. Elena gets distracted. Now, does Jay work with the Vision, or is that rumor going to start?
That's what they're going to sell you, because the Vision showed up and they helped Jay. They didn't help LA.
Right. This channel is not lame. Thank you, Jose.
Right, but no, you got to read now the C Money one, and you got to do that now because he asked.
I don't even know. It just kind of came out. Like, now
he wanted you to drop a Paul Bearer. Oh,
yes.
There you go.
I don't know how that sounds to y'all.
You're T-paining.
Yes.
That's what needs to be a drop right now on the soundboard. Is KJ auto-tuned T-paining doing the
oh shit, wait a minute.
Jimmy out here.
So Jimmy runs by Jay.
What?
Jimmy ran by Jay to help LA.
Hey, what do you say? T, what up?
Oh, wait. Maybe Jimmy's the turn.
Clatter him. Clatter in LA right now with this, because if you're going to do it, it is looking. Like, clatter the motherfucker.
Paul's telling Braun to get back. He's calming down the troops. What if it is Jimmy that turns around and claps him upside the head?
What if it doesn't even have to be there aligned with the Vision if they just say LA?
Yeah,
like, bro, you don't screw my brother over.
Yeah, it doesn't have to tie into the Vision. It could literally just be like, we're sick of this fucking guy.
Yeah, but hey, at least it's not the ending of Raw, so everyone can say that there's a different ending.
Yeah, no shit, right?
I know.
OTC chance breakout.
Do we see him tonight? I know he was clearly on the thumbnail because I'm sure he was advertised at a time or two and everything. But do we get Roman Reigns, Roman Roman Reigns.
Yeah, man, I pulled the Triple H. I was convinced that somebody had mentioned that Roman was going to be here, so it's there. But I should have put a question mark, not exclamation point.
Fuck it. You can have that. That ain't even what we mad at.
Your big surprises coming your way, folks, whether you get them or
You
not.
want surprises? We got surprises.
As right now, Becky giving hubby a pep talk. We've all been in this position, sitting on the couch.
Yeah, but no, this is so good. And I think this is where you start to see that slow divide, that slow split up to where you get Becky and Seth isolate each other from the rest of the Vision, and the Vision is just the Bronze and Paul Heyman. And then you start to sow those seeds of discontent.
Oh, I don't think they're doing that at all here. 100%. They came out unified tonight. That's not what she's just hyping them up for the issue and coming off the loss. Like,
that's the only time you've seen them unified.
I don't think they're selling it. It's way too quick to sell any issue with this.
I don't think that no, I'm not saying they're doing it intentionally directly right now. I think they're sowing seeds. I think that these chickens are going to come to roost at some point, that they're showing the little bit of it's just Seth and Becky, and then Bronze and the Heymans.
Yeah, I think they're just illustrating like again, they can show both kind of are in things and involved in things, but I don't think they're selling any type of. I don't even think they're alluding to like, yeah, one day this is going to happen.
No, that's fine. That's fair enough. I think they're planting seeds. I think we were at one point when Seth was selling the knee up to where we were getting Braun kind of taking the lead out of the Vision and everything. So I do think that's at some point going to be the finality of this is Seth versus Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
So I just think that I may be predicting a harvest early.
I just don't see the seeds that I don't know what have they done to give you that impression
that it's been most of the fact that they've had them in separate segments. The most that we've ever seen them together was when they walked out tonight. I will give you that. I will concede that. But everything else has been Paul Heyman with the Bronze, and then it's been Becky and Seth. And I get it's tight in, and like I said, I might be predicting an early harvest. I'm not out there with the the fisherman's tackle box or whatever it is. The farmer's almanac. I don't have that on hand.
But that's like saying all the storylines head there. Like, we know eventually one day you're getting the divide of the group for sure. All groups come to an end. But I don't think they're doing anything to plant seeds. I don't see any examples of that.
That's fine. And like I said, I'm willing to have that debate and to have that discussion and potentially be wrong. I might be misreading the farmer's almanac. That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah, the tea leaves are pointing you in a direction. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, ultimately it's going to go there. But yeah, I don't think they're doing it yet.
Fair enough.
That was horrible. What was horrible? Io and Ripley?
We were talking about tea leaves before. We were asking about the price of tea in China.
Right. This Rhea Io feud is good shit. There you go. Complete opposite.
But it's not a feud. It's a partnership.
Yeah, it's not like, they're just good. I mean, do people remember like back in the day, the good guy, like when they made the WWF cartoon, there was good guys and bad guys. Like the good guys hung out and talked to each other. So that's all this is. Not every time two wrestlers interact does it mean, they're united. You see people talk.
Now, this is a thing, and I don't know if we're in commercial or not, as I've got the Viking Raiders up there in the mausoleum with Byron Saxton, because sometimes they have the commercial timer, sometimes they don't. So if you're watching this not on Netflix, let us know if you see this. But could you have like babyface, like with the John Cena thing? How do you feel that he left after getting decimated by Brock under his own accord?
Yeah,
should he have either been helped off? Should he have had baby faces come out there and help him out?
No, he lost the match. He
got decimated. He was a squash match.
It wasn't fully a squash, but no, I mean, again, I think if you run an injury angle, then what are we doing? But if he's coming right back to build
not an injury, but that he got his ass whooped.
But he did. I don't see.
But he left under his own accord. Is it really an ass whooping if you get up and dust yourself off and walk away?
But it's not like he got up and jogged out, bro. He was hurt. But I mean, he lost a match. Like, there was nothing career threatening about it. He got his ass whooped, yes, and it took him a minute to drag his ass down. But I don't think you had to do anything extra. Him beating John was a big enough shock. Then what would be the point of having, like, it's fine. They're going to turn around and fight again in 3 weeks, probably.
But should you have not sold the ass whooping of have John get help to the back?
He was fucking dead. What do we want?
Well, no, so that then second follow-up question, Your Honor, of does that tell you that he left on his own accord, that they're going to go short time with this and they go crown jewel versus they're going to build this long term?
I think
make a story out of this.
It's already a story. And I believe this will continue because of the way it played out. I can't imagine we just go separate directions. So we're in it now. I do think there's a possibility that we get Crown Jewel and another show. And it's Brock twice. I don't know that they're going to just, I think we're going to go. I said it like a month ago that it could be a series of 3 matches. Now, I could be wrong. I'm just guessing. But Brock wins the first one. John wins the second one. Maybe Brock's the guy that retires him. Now, there's rumors about AJ, but there's not a lot of other names out there to be John's final opponent. And there's not many bigger than Brock.
Well, that's halfway a question of, so in your trilogy, as I'm getting Taker inducting Stephanie, is John's last match Brock?
It could be, because I don't know who, like, unless you pull a kind of a fast one, he ends up doing a fun match with AJ Styles, like we kind of joked about or talked about. Yeah, Brock could be his final feud.
Is that almost the bigger question of who's John's last match at this point? Like, is it, I know that there's been the online fan theories, and I still almost, I mean, I've said it before, my nipples will get hard. Tony, I'll pay whatever fee you need to pay or whatever. If you get on this day, I see clearly to come out and it's John's last match, or if you get, what if it's a Jericho? Would it be a Roman? Could Roman be John Cena's last match?
Roman could be. Like, Roman is the one guy we haven't really had any interaction with. So, I mean, do you have Roman come in and then John puts Roman over on his way out, kind of the passing of the torch, which is kind of late because Roman's over almost ready.
Yeah, but is it one of those of like a Dwayne John of like, hey, look it. I said you want to be the big dog. If you want to be the big dog, you're gonna have to learn how to cut a promo. And boy, did you. Kind of what goes that, hey, look, I'm proud of you, kid.
Yeah. I think I like that story for that reason, because you can go back to those reference points and look, John, look when you embarrassed me, when you insulted me, da-da-da-da-da. And now John's on his way out. If you really wanted to kind of cement Roman as the new GOAT, that maybe is in the works there. I could see that being the case. But Roman, maybe on the dark horse AJ Styles, as next week, Dom will take on Rusev. And then you have maybe Brock. I mean, those are, I don't know who else would be a possibility.
If you smile,
not gonna wrestle The Rock, I don't think. That'd be fucked.
On a Saturday night's main event in Washington, D.C. That's where where Dwayne announces his presidential campaign.
Next Monday, Bailey, Bird Lady, Raquel going one-on-one. Son of a bitch. Raquel and Bailey gonna also on the card for next week, so that's good.
Yeah, it's so crazy of how they can advertise a week in advance now, but they couldn't advertise 24 hours in advance. Tornado tag team match, WrestlePalooza rematch. The Brawns versus the Usos next Monday.
That's going to be interesting. So Monday's shaping up, bro. Oh, the Americanos.
The tree of Americano.
The tree. Look. Triggered fan base. Here we go. I can't believe they used this footage. Some of that looked AI. Yeah, no shit.
Hey, spoiler alert. Every time your favorite content creator does this shit in a fucking thumbnail, guess what it probably is? Every time they make some bullshit that didn't happen, guess what it probably is?
Right. WrestlePalooza rematch next week. Dom versus Rusev next week. Chris, you made a comment about they're just skipping over the Finn attacked Rusev. No, Finn defended his friend from Rusev, and it's not forgotten about, but Rusev wants the IC title, so he's not going to make a side trip to beat up Finn next week. He got what he wanted out of it. He gets a title shot.
Yes, unlike
Yeah,
many
the
fan
Americanos.
theories out there for other wrestlers and everything, it doesn't work out when you just do side quests before you get to the main quest and everything like that.
As we get all the Americanos.
Yeah. Takes his rightful.
Interesting.
Who is Americano?
See, these are the fans that I struggle with, right? Mega, I love you, bro, but it's supposed to be corny. But then it instantly, oh, it's cringy. But is it like, yeah, no. Oh, so Ruka, let's fucking go.
So
I'm
Ruka,
happy.
you mean Maxine Dupuis?
She looks so much like
You
Sol
sat there and
Ruka.
just off of curly hair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna soak up the sun.
Then Maxine, she still works here.
She's
Trying
so
to copy other
stuck
people's gimmicks.
She's the snatcher to Sol Ruka.
Right. One is Butch. I believe the other is Bait. Hey,
AJ Dragon Lee. Hey, we've got AJ Lee on our screen.
AJ Lee. The Americanos are pissing me off, and I'm petty. Dragon Lee's not happy. Said
AJ Styles and Dragon Lee.
Probably.
AJ Lee, AJ Lee. We want dos pendejos. Dos pendejos.
Right. Yeah, that the Grande stuff's been hilarious. The Grande stuff's been nice comic relief, fun mid-card shit. They're messing everybody's matches up. There's multiple of them. The corny, cringy, silly, stupid. Listen, I was a wrestling
entertainment
fan.
Still exists in an entertainment industry.
Like I get pumped over, Mr. Socko. The fun times.
The Cobra.
The Hurricane, the Cobra. Like, again, I don't get why people don't understand that or how they can't have fun.
Ooh, well, we're in the main event.
What's that?
We're in the main event.
All right. This will be interesting.
Yeah, I want to see how that. Again, I'm not sure, and fact checkers who have access easier to Google than us, of have Rhea or Io or Rhea and Asuka cross paths before?
Yeah.
And if so, what was the outcome?
I think originally, see if my memory serves me correct, but I know they've definitely had interactions.
Well, yes, I'm saying in ring.
Trying to figure out. Trying to think. It's been a while. I mean, considering they've been kind of WrestleMania 37.
Do tell.
Asuka beat Rhea for the championship.
Well, no, is that a match that happened? It sounded like you were guessing, so that's why I'm clarifying.
Again, you're testing my vitamin-filled brain. War Games Survivor Series. I believe Ripley beat Asuka then. So
I literally have no idea. So if you're expecting me to give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down, I do not know.
You asked.
Oh no, I know, and I respect the answer. I'm saying if you're expecting me to be the answer, I don't.
Well, yeah, folks, get your votes in.
Rhea Ripley for the win. This is my obligatory.
So funny. I can't believe they use their best talent. Like we see them so much. Like, I don't get it.
I really hate that they used their top talent on Raw. And hey, did you see that Raw where they just didn't have any top talent on it? I think it wasn't that great. It was like a 4 out of 10. Yeah, what? I see there is no pleasing you.
What do you do? What do you do, folks?
Well, it's just you can be. Here's the thing.
The minute someone dings the bell at number one, the fan base on the internet just wants to shoot them all down. Like, you are not allowed to. They love you till you win, and then they don't like you anymore.
But it's even just one of those of like, you can be critical of stuff, but you also can't be hypocritical. You
You
can't
can
be
be
like,
blind.
well, how do they sit there? Oh, I can't believe they're not pushing anybody. I can't believe they're pushing this person with this person.
Yeah.
Well, what are they supposed to do?
Right? Like, it kills me.
I can't believe that they're not using Rhea towards the title.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn Rhea, every time they push her, she goes towards the title.
And that's why I think Triple H keeps, like, on multiple occasions had made comments about kind of laughing at the IWC of like, you guys will be mad for a minute. You're never organized. Y'all think the world revolves around y'all.
Shirt. He's like member number 1, I think, with the WFU of anti-IWC.
Yeah, he just, all he hears is just
a little bit. And that's, again, now granted, we said with WrestlePalooza, etc., when you get called out by actual media and everything, you cannot rest on your laurels. You cannot rest on, oh, well, I've already done this, so I can just sit here and sit. No, you got to keep the ball rolling.
Right. You can be critical, but not hypocritical. What a bar. I think it's a good bar. You can be critical all you want. But again, if you're going to criticize something, you got to stand on business. And again, you got to hold the same energy for all the things. And you can't have it one way. And then again, I think it's just preference. People want all their favorite. It's like when Carlin jokes about like everyone praying to the Lord, like, whose prayers do I answer? That's what wrestling's doing. Like, Trips is like, whose prayers do I answer? Jimmy likes Rhea. This guy likes Io. Who do I push?
Right? I was halfway, could only think of the one Carlin reference I could muster in my brain. Get on the plane, get on the plane. You are getting in the plane. But no, I think Jose was saying of that was kind of a bar of
a low
you
bar
can be critical, but don't be hypocritical of not critiquing what we said. But yeah.
No.
We got bars for days.
We're not asking for much.
As Oscar just knees out of Rhea on the outside as go to commercial. But yeah, so on an entirely different question, not asking how you feel about this, how you feel about that. Well, asking how you feel about something. Raw moves an hour through ahead for all of September. How we feeling as a collective of now? We're in 9:14 and we're in the main event, and probably know this has got at most a 15-minute runtime here left.
I say leave it. I leave it here. Leave it early. I like it. I like the fact that we're almost wrapping at 9:30, 9:35. Same thing. Dear Tony Khan, do all your pay-per-views in the afternoon. It's the only way people still feel awake at the end of the
night. At least do them on a Saturday, please.
Right,
I'll settle for a Saturday evening. At least do them on fucking Saturday.
If you want to do 4 or 5 hour pay-per-views, you start them at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock. You start early, right?
7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock.
Right? You're losing your fan base, especially on a Saturday night. Like, you got to imagine, if you think big picture, if you got a bunch of people all hanging out, they can watch the wrestling. Say it ends at 9:30, and it's been on since the afternoon. You can get it all in and then go out and have a time. But a lot of fans, I mean, those who have a social life, you know, literally 11 o'clock, you're going somewhere. You're leaving on a Saturday night, and you've already dedicated 4 hours to this nonsense.
I mean, let's be honest. If it's a Saturday and there's an AEW pay-per-view, and there's a wrestling pay-per-view, regardless of the 3 letters in front of it, you're probably committed to the good bit of this. I wasn't going to click on it. You clicked on it.
Explain.
You're going to have that.
Explain.
I didn't say
Explain.
it. Oh, he was saying it was a bar. That's all I was.
What was it? It enlightened me.
Why are you coming at me like I said the goddamn comment? I literally just read the comment beforehand.
No, there's always it said it was bars. You were going to explain it. I was just
but you coming at me, not Jose. I didn't write the fucking comment, my guy.
It's jokes, my guy. See, he doesn't.
Yeah, well, that was an aggressive ass joke.
Oh, but 316. Yeah, man, take it easy, bud. We know you love her. Calm down. I thought I touched a nerve, Vance. Touch it and keep your nerve to yourself.
Hands touching hands, reaching out. No, yeah, don't touch hands. But oh, Oscar drops Rhea right now. So
Right.
Oscar in control. I think we're coming back out of a commercial.
Right. I'm a man. I'm a man. That's good shit. You got nothing, Jose. Nothing.
Non nerve touching. Well, no, hashtag WFU because the IWC has continued to constantly just go up in flames. It's like the goddamn Chicago fire of every time you think the shit's out, it just suddenly reignites.
It's just literally a complete battle and race to who can have the biggest rage. Every day people wake up, and if you go on there, it's constant, it's toxic, it's every day everything is bad, and I can't live that way, folks. I'm sorry.
Why does everyone want to be a moral warrior all the time?
Why is there more clout in hating something? Like why is a collective you just run around spending all day pointing holes, even on both sides of the docket?
Because engagement. You get more engagement on being. You get more engagement on triggering people to hate something than you do on getting people to encourage and enjoy something.
Right.
And that's just the state of the world at this point. Yo, Jesus. Double drop kick from Rhea and Asuka. Gregory, no, you're good. Gregory saying, I have no clue what the IWC is. I don't even know what WFU means. That doesn't sound nice. I'm just a casual wrestling fan. That's me.
There you go.
Yeah, we're the Wrestling Fans United. We help, we're anti-turf war.
Right. If you're gonna crown them. We are what they said they were.
King Kong ain't got on me.
Fuck,
I was trying to make a reference. Well, one of my favorite rants. If you're gonna crown them, crown them. Asuka in control a bit though.
Asuka's a weapon. Asuka's a badass. Can't sleep on Asuka.
Well, she also isn't gonna just be the fucking gimmick of Kyrie.
That's rude. Just driving her heel into her butt.
I was like, what did I say that was rude?
That's a fucking a unique move.
We haven't seen a ton of Asuka in ring. For everyone that says we've seen a ton of Rhea, we haven't seen that much of Asuka in ring.
No, and we haven't seen a shit ton of Rhea. She pops in and out, and like someone said, you do kind of.
We just saw her in NXT, my guy.
You get your obligatory appearance. I mean, like involved in a whole lot lately. Like she's been in and out with her involvement, kind of loosely tied to EO and trying to be friends, but she's been more about just being seen and being around and getting that magic Rhea pop every once in a while. This is the best Raw episode with wrestling in a while in ring. Damien, you got a very valid point, as every match has been a good match. 5 matches, all solid. Not a bad match tonight.
And has it been a lot of promo segments? And I think, honestly, what we think are promo segments that were on screen is shit we saw during commercial breaks and everything.
Yeah. Nothing. Yeah, 100%. Nothing new. WWE or WWC. I mean, again, the difference is those fans didn't have the internet to scream at each other. Everybody went to their neutral corners.
No, you had a school bus to scream at each other and everything like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
You ever fight somebody over being what fan base you were a part of? No, then you ain't no real wrestling fan. I don't want to hear nothing. If you ain't fought somebody in the back 2 to 4 seats of a school bus on the way to school because Raw was better than Nitro, I don't want to hear shit about shit.
Just laying it in. Buff Bagwell's awesome.
Yeah, no, 100% of you sitting there hitting a stone cold stunner because I know how that works, and somehow you end up in more pain than the guy you hit it on. You found out how real wrestling was when you actually were fighting over it.
Right. Too funny.
I can't be the only one that's actually fought on a school bus over wrestling.
No, that's the fun part. That's what I mean. Again, I'm, you're so accustomed to being able to have that. Let's go crazy. Let's get into it.
Oh, bro, for real. Like the last 4 seats of any school bus I've ever been on were like a war zone of it. Doesn't matter whether it's wrestling, whether it's sports, anything of you like Brenda, I like Brenda. That became the Thunderdome. That was the UFC Octagon.
That's the place where I like to hide, right in the back of the bus. Bye. None of your business what I'm up to. Leave me alone.
Fair enough. So what? I got the window cracked at minus 30-degree weather, everything. I like to see my breath.
Right. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Wrestling Proud.
What up? What up? Big Dog, my apologies to Nick and KJ for the volatility of my comments.
What? I have no idea.
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that we missed it if you're saying they were volatile.
Right. AW is the Springfield Tire Yard fire. Hashtag smelly sickos. This is one of my favorite stories out there right now. Smelly sickos. Yeah, I agree with you, Gregory. At least it wasn't made up facts and figures. It was legitimately a battle.
Yeah. Ooh, Rhea throws Asuka into the turnbuckle.
Yeah, I would.
The hammerlock was painful back in the day. The Kata Hajime. There weren't no work punches.
Oh, both women to the top.
Ooh. Superplex. Who are you kidding, Nick? I used to sneak in the boil room when the janitors were cleaning and we do wrestling matches. Do not touch Willie. Good advice.
Do not. This damn.
You remember weather. The Halloween? 3 Hours of Horrors? Stupid, lousy, smart weather.
Damn, smart weather.
Do not touch Willie. Good advice.
Big.
No, it was the trampoline. I had the trampoline in the backyard, and that was, the Thunderdome.
Right, both women fighting back and forth, getting back to their feet. Good match, man. I mean, if people want, the matches have been good tonight, which is great.
They've certainly at least been on the quality of WrestlePalooza matches.
Oh, 2-2-2. Misses the kick, though.
I literally just noticed until recently of Asuka with the knee brace.
Right.
Super kick.
Go ahead.
Sorry. No, I just literally said super kick. That's all. You can read.
Big kick. Nice. Legend says.
I was just saying the 2 count. That's all. I literally was saying words.
You read the super chat, my guy. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to say words of what's going on in the match and not expecting to go into the super chat. I apologize. Legend says behind enemy lines, if the roster gets any bigger, it'll be bigger than the audience. Hashtag Snowman's toy chest. Hashtag the blurst of times. I'm going to shut up for the next 20 minutes now.
Oh, shit. Stretching the arm. That's amazing, Gregory. My fave. Let's go. Oh, Rhea hits the pole. Kyrie beside herself at ringside. She's been crying all night. Tears in the eyes. Drake's Muse for the win.
Was that weird that he called Rhea his muse? That felt weird, very weird.
Sorry, I thought you were.
Sorry, I broke it
almost lasted. It almost lasted 90 seconds.
I mean, if you want me to do a full 20 minutes, I mean, you want to do a one-man show, you can have that. I'll go take a pause. You can have that.
Tomorrow is the first meeting of the male therapist. ODD. Well, good luck, Chris. I hope you do well, sir.
Yeah, and I will say this: if I had a male therapist, I had a male therapist. I was going to say I still have one, but yeah, no, I haven't seen him in a minute. But I had a male therapist. There's no issue with that. I'll be quiet again.
Asuka all over Rhea on the outside. Again, Kyrie's still jumping around looking kind of thing. The chat is too much. Oh, where is it? MDB, Jordan Grace is the best. That's random, Kevin, but I'm glad you like her. Nick's thoughts on Davis versus Jake Paul. Again, another made up bullshit. Let's go.
Well, I mean, if you insist. That's my brain most of these streams right now. But Asuka with a ankle lock, an ankle pick, at least a heel pick, actually. Oh. And when she suplexed her with like the leg tucked behind her too, and everything.
Yeah, mean suplex. Nice drop kick. Anyone else figure Rhea was good at skeet shooting? Like, come on, folks. I know people like to bag on Rhea, but what more do you need her to do to solidify the fact that there's nobody at her level in this division right now?
People are going to celebrate Kyle Fletcher doing the super kick to Hangman doing the moonsault out of the corner. Rhea just did a shotgun drop kick to Asuka coming off the top rope. Same but different, but not that far off.
Right? No, Gregory, you came to the exact right place. Again, all welcome, and it's a big proponent of what we do here as Nick shows his wrist.
Yeah. Well, don't wait to say it that way, but yes, no. He's mentioning bipolar disorder and everything. And yes, we were raising money for bipolar disorder, and I do deal with the bipolar disorders. We got a 3 count of Rhea sneaky pain on Asuka.
Facts, big dog. But yeah, no, you came to the right place, Gregory, and we love it here. And again, we all try to want to support each other as she gets misted.
Now, in the bluest of this, now I'm trying to remember what damage effect does the blue mist have versus red mist, green mist, black mist.
As Kyrie, okay. Not really sure she wants to participate. So EO,
that's where you're gonna get EO. So like the tag match that was talked about before. Now here's your crown jewel tag match: the Kabuki Warriors versus Rhea and EO.
Right? Seems that way, but EO again, they haven't maybe this is the miss moment. Kyrie gonna miss her, or does she turn on Rhea?
Does she turn on Asuka?
Reunited.
Fucking Rhea looks like a goddamn Smurf.
Someone
called Violet Beauregard.
Wait a minute.
Rhea Ripley is trying to steal her role.
Okay, okay.
Oh, we're hugging. All
right, Kyrie's heart seems happy again. Somebody's about to get misted.
Somebody's doing something for somebody.
Back fist. There it goes. So he set it up. Rhea's blue.
Hey, Eddie Kingston, that's how you hit someone with a spinning back fist.
Oh, poor Eddie. Poor Eddie.
Oh, and she's making Kyrie attack her.
Kyrie turns. Oh, yeah. Don't do that.
That's the most of like.
Oh. Bap. It's a foot say to the face. Yeah, Rhea's still smurfed out.
Smurf ain't easy.
Oh!
But this is.
Let's go.
The crowd is really goddamn quiet, though.
They're booing. The good guys are getting beat up. What are they supposed to do?
I'm just looking at the crowd, and a lot of people are staring. I don't think it's a bad segment of finally we have Kyrie and Asuka actually involved in something and actually seeming prevalent. I was just wondering how it sounded because I'm seeing a lot of standing.
Yeah, they're booing. As I speak, they're booing.
Fair enough. Well, I'm waiting for Rhea to audition for the next James Cameron movie to.
But yeah, no, that's fun. Again, they mixed it up. It was something different. The main event spot went to the ladies, and they're building a story. They're building an angle. Asuka miss Rhea, so they're officially on the other side of that docket now. But the show goes off the air, and Io's down. Rhea's down. Rio.
Shit.
But ladies and gentlemen, give me your rating out of 10. How did you feel? What did you like? What didn't you like? What was good, bad, in between? Just curious. Let me know as we wrap up tonight. Don't forget, we are back tomorrow for NXT. And again, for all your favorite wrestling all week long. 9 out of the gate. 9 out of the gate.
Oh, I can't agree with that. I don't know if you can't give this a 9.
No, it's definitely not a 9. It's MDB nailed it. 7.5. 8.
Fair, I'll give you that.
Right. 9. Fair. It's too high, I think. I mean, a lot of good stuff in ring happened tonight. It was good. I mean, I could see why someone would think it was an 8. It's not a 6. I mean, if you want more in-ring action, you got, I think, 5 solid matches tonight. Good storyline. It wasn't like LA Knight and all the same guys in the main event spot. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, 7.5, 8 in that neighborhood.
7.5. It was a good bridge episode of weekly television. It helped get you from out of WrestlePalooza on the pathway towards Crown Jewel. So 7.5 to me is like spot on.
Yeah. 8 from Kyle, 10 from Kevin.
Good and you really were championing it most of the night of really good in-ring action. So got to be up there a bit.
Yeah, I feel like they went heavy on the in-ring stuff tonight. So it'll be very interesting to see how the fans' reaction is online as far as how they felt about it, right? Because I find, again, like we talked about a lot tonight, don't really know what they want. And then when they get less stories, it was boring. When you get more stories, and it's too much. So I don't know. For me, the matches were highly entertaining. I really liked the in-ring action tonight. And again, some stories sprinkled in there right up until the end. And people are going to bellyache that Rhea rolled up Asuka, but it was for the angle. So get over yourselves.
Right. Absolutely.
8 out of 10, 8, couple bad segments, 9, 7, 7, 7.5, 7.5, 8.5. The real Rio.
Rio, run out in the West Texas round.
Wait, right? Sorry. I give your show 100%. That's what I get for peeing it. I'm not hands-free right now.
Huh?
Look, Mom, no hands.
Girl, the way you do it got me with no hands. Want me to the floor.
Why I give it a 9. No bad segment, no bad matches. That's why I give it a 9. All right, the full sentence made more sense. 8 out of 10 from Dale. 9 from Denisha, 7.5 from Ken. No bad segments. I mean, again, I think, yeah, no bad segments. Maybe nothing again, like really, oh shit. Some good matches announced for next week. It's looking pretty stacked. 7. There you go, Bernard. 7.5. 8, we got Dale. 1, says Rathman. 1. 1, please.
1, 2,
Right, there you go. Yeah, so you're kind of in that 7.5-ish, 8 from Proud.
Yeah, and I did want to, Gregory, thanks, guys. This was fun. I have the notifications on. I'll be joining you more often if that's cool. Well, it's always cool over on the Wrestling for Life side, like Big Trouble. Our buddy Big Trouble, Ben Bishop, says the sun never sets on a cool guy. But yeah, be a friend, tell a friend, spread the good gospel. I'm a 7.5 tonight.
Okay.
Woo!
But
yeah, woo-hoo.
But can't wait to for TK's announcement. What do you think is most likely, tag titles or women's blood and guts, or both?
I think it's going to be neither. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but I know I don't have either one of those really high on my bingo card.
I think it's going to be tag belts. I really do. They've been talking about it for so long.
Honestly, if I'm Tony Khan, your best move and your big huevos move in 2026, we're going to have wrestle whatever the big name you want to give it and everything like that in goddamn Iowa or something, the dead center of America and everything. And we're going to do completely counterbook Saudi WrestleMania. And we're going to announce it now so we can start building hype up for in 2 years.
I'd be shocked and floored if that's what that'd be crazy cool. It would be ballsy as shit too.
That's your big announcement. If you again, every time Tony does a big announcement, it's like nothing. I bought M&Ms.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing?
Wrestle Fest. That's it. The new thing.
The gathering of the sickos. Let's go.
Wrestle Fest. Reload Websley Pipes. I like that callback. Good one, Gregory. But yeah, that's Raw. That's the show. We're back tomorrow, 7:45 p.m. for NXT. We're Dynamite, the fallout from everything that happened to All Out. And then, of course, we got preview shows on Thursday, Friday, SmackDown. And then we got No Mercy this weekend. So much coming your way, folks. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. The nicest thing you could do, share our link anywhere you talk about wrestling. Let the world know about the Wrestling for Life Network as we continue to grow and hit new milestones. We appreciate each and every one of you.
We got title for title tomorrow night, so be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. Our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is authentic. When you're talking about that wrestling, put that forward live with it.
That's it, folks. Thank you for 7.5K subscribers. We will see you on the flip side. Good night.